This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Join me, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty, on my podcast, My Life of Crime, as I take on true crime investigations like no other. This season, I'm looking into the labyrinth of crime and secrets within families. I'm cutting straight to the evidence and talking to the people directly involved, including investigators and the families of victims. Listen to My Life of Crime with Erin Moriarty wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast contains mature content, explicit language, suggestive situations, and partial to full frontal nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Don't let your kids listen to this.
Guys, I have a new word. I'd like to retire from the patois.
Of Cinephobe or the internet?
No, the internet.
Oh, great. I've got one too.
I'm done. I'm completely 100% done with cringe. Stop cringing.
Oh, okay.
Stop being a bitch. Act like a G and take it. Oh my God, this conversation is so cringe.
Amin just threw his hat into the ring for the accent award right there.
What inspired this? I know this is an accumulation, but what was the straw?
The final one, I don't remember what it was. I think it was a conversation about Tony on Levitard show reviewing an album.
Oh, and that's cringe?
And someone said, it's always so cringe when Tony talks about it. I'm like, shut up, man.
Then don't listen. How about that?
Shut up, man. Cringe. Cringe, the word means, oh my God, uncomfortable. Oh my God.
Calm down, Louis Pinnock.
He wants that award.
He does. He wants that award. You know what?
He's gunning for it.
Pencil him in right now because we don't have a great one for this one.
No, I was struggling to come up with that one.
What did you watch that?
Oh,
this is legitimate.
Too soon. Cool your jets there.
Can I retire a patois? He's him. Capital H.
Or I'm him.
I think that is, and Mayes, should you rev up that supercharger? I think that's so.
Oh, damn, Jack. Oh my God. I was just making fun of people saying cringe and like you took it another level.
I just think it's so stupid. It sounds so stupid. I'd rather we bring back On Fleek than hear one more I'm him or he's him.
Here's the funny thing. I don't think I hear that one a lot.
I see it all the time on basketball accounts on Instagram.
Yeah, maybe, I guess. My Instagram, I don't use it much for basketball. That might come as a shock to me.
I can see that. That tracks.
Maze, one more thing. Is there going to be a theme in this episode?
Oh, boy.
Today, while doing radio, Zach floated the idea of DeAndre Ayton going to New Orleans and giving us the long-awaited Zion Ayton combo. I seriously answered the question.
He didn't even take the bait.
Because Zach later on said, wow, a rare show of maturity. I was like, why? What happened? And I was like, oh, shit, man. I felt bad afterward. I'm going to make up for that today.
Oh, no.
Just throwing that out there to you.
On this episode, huh?
On a very special episode of Cinephobe.
It's a cosmic mix of the action of the 90s combined with the exploitation films of the 70s. But with modern touches, it's hyper-violence, but it knows that it is. It's a little bit Tarantino. It's definitely a little bit Michael Mann. It's kind of a cosmic gumbo. It almost moves to the beat of jazz.
People are genetically inferior, or they're culturally crippled, or they're socially deprived.
How come God couldn't make everyone one color, like tan?
I wish I'd fucked a black broad before I got married.
I could really feel 400 years of oppression and anger in every pelvic thrust.
I can smell horny across an ocean.
Not all women.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.
Just the hot ones.
Hello, Oprah.
You're not allowed to go down on me for 1 month.
No, Judith,
Don't
please.
make me take away your masturbation privileges.
Yeah, I'm horny too, baby.
Hey, Chowman, come on down here. Will you want to exercise my dominance?
Scaring.
I'm getting a patriarchal urge. Don't mind me. Just keep doing what you're doing. We're a team. We work together.
I don't know if you were paying attention.
I wasn't.
Please, goddammit! Just one more drink! I'll cut off your tits with a knife, you bitch!
5 whiskeys? That's breakfast on the river.
Yo, you have to clip it, Maze.
Clip what? A fucking tiger? What are you talking about?
It's not that hard. Just chop, boom, out.
Wow, Maze has a really hard job.
This is going to be the worst episode we've ever done.
My people don't give a ding-dong diddly about what flag fly over Hawaii.
You bore me, Fury.
Where is the microfilm?
It's nothing but a bag of meat and flesh and tendon.
Why didn't they just name him Spaghetti Lasagna?
Fuck, this movie's 2 hours long?
Not the whole thing.
This is like the John Gruden emails of movies.
Do you like ducks?
Or a trench coat full of bees flying around? Like, that would scare me. Imagine bees are cool.
That's a duck, man.
No, I get it.
Coolio.
You're the devil's baby, mama. I didn't lie, Annie. I just didn't tell you certain things.
Don't play no reindeer games with me.
An American ninja? What are you talking about? There's no such thing.
You've gotten rich off of the people in this town. You bet your ass I have. And I'm going to get richer.
Coughlin's Law.
Go into incredibly descriptive details of the story so we all know.
Oh, man. I wish I had better notes.
Have you ever heard such a pail of shite?
Once I get a DVD player, I'm going to watch Gallow Walkers once a day.
Come here and give me a squudge.
You know what to do from here, Internet.
All right, cool. Let me Google how to open QuickTime.
Justice is blind.
He's got space dementia.
But it can be heard.
Time to find out exactly what this ooze can do.
Pull a fucking rabbit out of your dick and phobe.
I'm Temecula's newest hard-on, dog.
Hey, look at here. Why don't we eat us a few thousand beers and you can tell me what's buzzing in the big bad city.
Coming on, yeah!
Look out for number one. Set your sights on the stars and the sun. Look out for number one. You gotta push a little harder, yeah. Enough! It's not funny anymore.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
Welcome to Cinephobe, the podcast. We break down the movies you're afraid to admit you love. I'm Zach Harper. That's Amin Hassan. That's Anthony Mayes, part of the Levitard and Friends Network for Meadowlark Media. If you have a review, gosh darn it, review it. Throw it up there on Apple Podcasts. Throw it up there on Spotify. 5 stars. Don't care what you say on Apple Podcasts. You don't have to say anything on Spotify.
Yeah.
It couldn't be easier for you.
Mm-hmm.
We ask for them because they're important.
Take us out at the knees with your comments.
Yeah, but just make sure it's a 5-star attached to that.
5-star.
Talk about anything. Talk about how dumb Amin is. Talk about how dumb Maze is. Talk about how great I am. It doesn't matter. Just throw 5 stars on there.
Today marks the return of the honest theme, right?
Oh, boy.
I don't know about you guys.
I love an honest admiral. Let me tell you. I love an honest admiral.
Same note too, bro. Oh, this is what I was going to ask you guys. When you guys do your research, you do it before you watch, right? You don't do it after you watch.
I do, yes.
See, I feel like that robs you guys of a very special joy of discovering things as the movie happens. Because I didn't know that Liam Neeson was in this movie.
Oh, wow.
Imagine my delight.
When he showed up, you must have been thrilled.
Delight.
What a treat.
You spoil it for yourselves. Both of you guys have seen this movie, though, before, right?
I saw it in the theater.
I have not seen it.
I've got a decade's worth of tweets about this movie.
Oh, my God.
I'm sure you do.
Hey, if you have a submission, submit it. Just needs to be 40% or lower on the Rotten Tomatoes audience or critic score. July is Alien/Space Month.
Yes.
Or some shit. I don't know. It's whatever we could get Amin to pick.
It's the category that allows us the greatest latitude of movies.
That's true. We've got a bunch of extraterrestrial content for you this month. Amin had the first pick.
Reference.
And gave us the watch.
Watch.
Why do you say it like my name's Jeff?
I'm doing an impression of Stugatz doing an impression of Christopher Walken. That's why.
Now it's my turn. It's my turn.
Hey, Lagon, it's Skip Bayless. Maybe you wouldn't be so alone if you didn't have Russell Westbrook on your team and you practiced your free throws. It's my turn. See you tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern on Undisputed.
It's my turn, LeBron.
It's my turn, LeBron. I'm going with the 2012 sci-fi action adventure Battleship.
Yeah, this was my wildest genre in a while. Military science fiction action.
Oh, I'll buy that. I actually agree with that one more than the IMDb one. This is a love letter to the military.
Propaganda horseman?
Oh.
Well, I've got a horseman nominee that I will unveil at one point.
A prize horseman from the finest stock. Khartoum!
The other thing about this movie I didn't realize until watching this was that this was produced by Hasbro. So this movie is based on the board game Battleship.
You didn't realize this?
Whoa!
No, I just thought it was just like a Navy movie and then there are aliens.
That might have been the only thing I knew about it. That and Taylor Kitsch.
At first, like, this is dumb. Who would make a video game based on Battleship? There's no story behind it.
Right.
You're just guessing. Spoiler alert.
What story? What are you talking about?
Then I remember legit 10 years ago, I came up with a treatment for a movie based on the game Temple Run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of fire if I do say so myself.
I used to love Temple Run.
I almost downloaded it again just watching this movie. I was like, wow.
Me's going to love when we do Prince of Persia.
I should have saved this for
the train.
No, 2027 for board game month, because that's when Kevin Hart's Monopoly comes out, is 2027. But alas, we move on. Battleship stars Taylor Kitsch, Liam Neeson, and Alexander Skarsgård. Taylor is in John Carter.
Oh,
Savages.
That's right, he is.
X-Men Origins Wolverine. And he was also in True Detective.
Season 2.
I don't remember him in Wolverine.
He was Gambit.
Ah, yes, that's right.
That's a future Cinephobe. We ought to do that one at some point.
I can't think of him doing the Cajun accent.
He's not good at it. It's a lock for the Lewis Pinnock. Mark that down.
As is John...
John Carter doesn't qualify somehow.
It doesn't?
No.
Wow.
I've never seen John Carter.
I saw it, and you know what? It wasn't good, but I was like, not bad either. I enjoyed it.
He was Tim Riggins in Friday Night Lights, the TV show.
Yeah, I was going to include that. I've just never seen it.
Well, Friday Night Lights will be mentioned again, Zach. That's why.
It's true. It will. It sure will. All right, we get repeat offender Liam Neeson.
4-timer.
A Million Ways to Die in the West, Daddy's Home 2, and Honest Thief.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
In 2011, he had The Gray. In 2012, he had Wrath of the Titans, this movie, Dark Knight Rises, and Taken 2.
Release the Kraken.
And then 2013, he had Third Person and Anchorman 2.
That's right. He was an Anchorman.
You know Skarsgård from True Blood, Zoolander 2, Legend of Tarzan, and Godzilla vs. Kong.
Also having himself quite a year. Succession, The Northman, and Atlanta.
Atlanta, yes, playing himself.
This movie also stars Rihanna. Brooklyn Decker and Tadanobu Asano. You've seen Rihanna in This Is the End, Annie, and Ocean's 8. This was her film debut. Brooklyn Decker has been in Just Go With It and Grace and Frankie.
94 episodes of Grace and Frankie. I had no idea she was a regular.
Yeah.
What the hell is Grace and Frankie?
It's Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda on Netflix.
Okay.
And then Asano was in Thor, Thor Ragnarok, Thor Dark World, 47 Ronin, and the new Mortal Kombat.
He's one of the Asgardians.
Hamish Linklater.
It's not a real name.
From Fantastic Four, The New Adventures of Old Christine, 42, and The Big Short.
He was great in Legion. He also had a show called Midnight Mass.
Peter McNichol from Ghostbusters 2, Ally McBeal, 24, and Veep.
And Sophie's Choice.
John Toohey from The Hobbit, Solo, A Star Wars Story, Hobbs and Shaw, and Young Rock. Jesse Plemons from Varsity Blues, Like Mike, Observe and Report, and Jungle Cruise.
All my life, I've thought that this dude,
Oh, boy.
who was also, by the way, in Fargo, and he was tremendous in Fargo.
Fargo season 2.
Was the O-face guy.
What?
From Office Space.
That doesn't even make sense mathematically.
What do you mean? They look exactly the same.
They're both white. They don't look exactly the same.
No.
Put it side by side in right now in the chat. I'm so sick of this shit.
Incoming.
They're 20 years apart.
Are they?
Yes.
Jesse Plemons is Fat Damon. If anything, that's who he looks like, is Fat Damon.
No.
Yeah, or Meth Damon from Breaking Bad.
And he was also in Friday Night Lights. And he was in the last 2 years in Judas and the Black Messiah and Power of the Dog with his wife, Kirsten Dunst.
He's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Let me clarify. He's not good in this.
Whoa.
Wow.
Disagree.
Oh, really, Amin?
Hold on. Incoming. I got the first photo here.
You couldn't send them at the same time.
What do you mean?
It was too much for you.
Oh, my God. Who is that joke for other than the three of us?
What joke?
Okay. Office Space O-Face.
Oh, my God. You're not even close to sending this thing.
He's also amazing in Game Night.
Yeah, Game Night's good.
Boom. Tell me it's not the same dude. Come on.
That is not even close to the same guy.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Maze, come on, man.
He looks like Matt Damon.
Yes.
He looks so much like Matt Damon here.
You're not looking at the picture.
What else am I looking at?
Look at O-Face. You're not looking at O-Face.
This racism is killing me.
Put it up in a poll. Watch.
Go ahead. Put up a Twitter poll now.
Our friend Jerry Ferrara from Entourage the movie, City Guys, Las Vegas, and Power.
Think Like a Man.
That was another nice surprise. Like, oh, shit, that's Jerry.
There's 50,000 people in this movie for one scene each.
Adam Godley from Breaking Bad, Love Actually, and The Umbrella Academy. Repeat offender, Louis Lombardi from 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Repeat offender, Dante Jimenez from The Heartbreak Kid. We have Josh Pence, a.k.a. Bo Callahan from Draft Day.
He's also the guy who Armie Hammer acted next to in The Social Network, and then they just copied Armie Hammer's face onto his.
Repeat offender Peter Berg from Great White Hype and Smokin' Aces.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
We get Gary Grubbs, who's a repeat offender from Left Behind. He was the Texas Oil Man.
Exactly.
Repeat offender Mike Meldman from Hall Pass and Movie 43. Jade Jackson from Parks and Rec.
Jason Jackson, David. Nasty.
Rami Malek from Night at the Museum franchise.
Wait, Rami Malek was in this movie?
He talks to Liam Neeson at one point.
He was in it about as long as Jerry Ferrara.
Yeah.
And this is 3 years before Mr. Robot.
3-time repeat offender Felina Barris from The Fan and Jack and Jill.
Resume.
I can't post pictures in a poll?
No, you can't.
This sucks.
Welcome to Twitter. Battleship, directed by Peter Berg. You know him from directing Very Bad Things, Friday Night Lights, Hancock, and repeat offender for directing Spencer Confidential.
He did the Friday Night Lights movie and created the TV show. So that's why there's so many people from the show in this movie.
And then this movie was written by John and Eric Hober.
The Hobros.
They wrote Red, Red 2, The Meg, My Spy, and a movie that's in post-production, which I'm very excited about, Meg 2, The Trench.
And also Transformers Rise of the Beasts is coming up soon for them.
Oh, okay.
Shut up, Meg.
2.
The Trench. Synopsis for Battleship. A fleet of ships is forced to do battle with an armada of unknown origins in order to discover and thwart their destructive goals. I mean, you could just post the pictures and then post a poll attached to it in a thread.
No, I just did it and I said reply yes or no.
That'll be fun for your mention.
Okay, you know what? Let me delete it.
Tagline: The battle for Earth begins at sea.
It did in this movie.
Why not just you sunk my battleship?
I don't know. Were they trying to avoid comparing it to the game?
But it's based on the game.
I know.
I think this is the second biggest budget we've done. $209 million estimated budget.
It's high.
I think only Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition was higher.
Red Notice, 200.
It grossed $65.4 million US. But $303 million worldwide. Yeah. It's a hit, boys.
You didn't have to tell me that. I knew that for a fact. The international audience will eat this up.
But there was something I saw that said it somehow lost Universal and Hasbro both $150 million.
What? How is that possible?
How do you get the 300? That's how.
They just started
buying tickets.
So fantastic question, Zach. I tried to figure it out, but I think that just means as usual, that the $200 million doesn't account for advertising or other costs.
Right.
And that they poured even more money into this.
Hasbro couldn't make it up in game sales? They're just giving the game away to everyone who bought a ticket?
Hasbro had $150 million to lose?
Whoa! Are you kidding me? Hasbro is goated, my boy.
Okay, sorry, Zach.
We'll get into that in a minute.
Hasbro is him. Is that what you're saying?
God damn. Hasbro is them. So let's jump into this movie. But before we do, and you listen to the rest of this podcast, Battleship is available on Peacock.
Or a rental.
I rented it.
You rented it? Why?
I'm not paying for Peacock.
I got that premium cock, dude.
Really? Oh, man, I watch so much shit on there. They got great movies. I watch a bunch of TV shows on there. It's great.
If it ain't free cock, I can't do it.
Battleship receives 34% from the critics on 225 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, 54% from the audience on over 250,000 ratings. Amin, would you like the positive or the negative reviews?
Glass half full kind of guy, Zach. Give me the positives.
Hey, John, that's weird. That glass looks half full to me.
Wow. Now that you mention it, it is half full.
Leslie Combemale? Combemale?
Leslie Combemale.
Of Cinema Siren.
You combine two different types of paper factories, and then you waltz on out.
Ridiculous, but entertaining. Daniel Green of Cineview. An unashamed Independence Day at Sea slugfest that somehow manages to just about keep its head above water, mostly due to a comedic sense of self-awareness.
Really?
Comedic sense?
I didn't catch any of the comedy in it, but okay.
Or self-awareness.
Molly Templeton of Tor.com. It turned a fairly basic game into a perfectly serviceable action film, and then it leveled itself up by making a game about destruction into a movie about cooperation.
Okay.
Mark Jackson of Epic Times.
Mama, there goes that man.
If ever a movie had paid for by the U.S. Navy written all over it, Battleship is tailored kitsch, tailored to recruit male teens. Taylor Kitsch does a surprisingly good job of this. Catherine Bray of Film 4.
Catherine Bray, you release your movie takes to the moon, and then you scatter on off.
An assault on reason, logic, and complex characterization, but in an enjoyable way, like a slightly less camp dramatization of the village people's finest ship-based sing-song.
Whoa.
Jason Gorber of Screen Anarchy. We should
Jason Gorber. Sorry, go ahead. I don't have one for that.
I didn't think you did. We should celebrate the explicit nature, the unabashed and unapologetic chutzpah of a film that dares to be stupid, yet does so with so much intelligence.
All these reviews are so weird.
William Biblani of Crave.com.
It's the smartest dumb movie I've ever seen.
Battleship is to chicken burritos what the Avengers was to shawarma.
Early reviews are back, boys, and I got 1,000,000%. I got, you know what? Maybe I got wow, yes, and this is my favorite so far. I ain't gonna lie, I just flat out thought it was him. And then one guy who said white Jimmy Butler, which in a weird way I can kind of see. More on that later, surprisingly.
Mark Ramsey of Movie Juice.
Movie what?
Juice.
Oh my God. I need to pay attention. I need to stop being on my phone. Shit. I was like, what?
That's all it took, huh?
Zach, she scared the shit out of me, man. Welcome to Canceled Phobe.
I'm surprised that's your reaction and not do the voice. The best part of Battleship's lackluster opening is that it immediately puts other game-based projects into turnaround. Easy Bake Oven Apocalypse, My Pretty Pony, Rise of the Lycans. I'm talking to you.
Easy Bake Oven Apocalypse.
Temple Run.
Kitchen Nightmare.
Eugene Novakoch of Film Blather.
Eugene Novakoch.
Jay Wright?
You stole my joke.
I didn't steal your joke. You're across the room. You gave up the joke.
I had considerably more fun watching Berg destroy Michael Bay at his own game than watching Joss Whedon try to please everyone in the universe with the Avengers.
A lot of Avengers reviews. 2012. What a time.
What a take, by the way.
Yeah. Who can play this game, you piece of shit? Sean O'Connell of Cinema Blend. The whole movie feels like Roland Emmerich's sperm and Michael Bay's sperm fertilized an egg Tony Scott cryogenically froze back in 1986, producing a baby with qualities of all of its birth fathers.
Oh my God.
I still need to finish the Tony Scott video excerpt that I've been editing.
How long ago was that?
Oh, I just forgot. I've been sidetracked, but it was so good, man. It's one of the best clips we've done.
Zach, it took him 20 minutes to find 2 pictures and make a Twitter poll. So at this rate, we'll see you next year.
Brian Jurgens of AfterElton.com.
Brian Jurgens. You masturbate your movie takes. And then you lotion them.
Give us a stroke of genius. A deafening, seizure-inducing, patently ridiculous full-length military ad co-directed by Michael Bay and a trash compactor. Worst of all, it's a hell of a lot of fun.
Damn, I can't believe all these are positive.
I know. Everyone's like, fuck this movie, but it's also great.
Do either of you guys have Ring?
No, I live in an apartment.
Well, I mean, you can still have that, like outside your door.
I could, but yeah.
Maze, do you have it?
No.
Okay, so part of it, you get this subscription, this thing called Neighbors. It's if you have the Citizen app, it's like the Ring Amazon version of Citizen. Things happen. Hey, guys stealing packages. Hey, cars are getting broken into. It like in theory, it's a really useful app, and I've been subscribed to it like for like a year plus, maybe even 2 years now at this point. And lately, and I'm talking about in the last month, 90% of them are all my dog is missing. I found a cat. Someone run over Raleigh. I'm like, what are we doing, people? Stop! But I can't filter it, and I can't message these people back individually, and I can't send a blast saying stop doing this shit. But it's like it's to the point where you know what? I'm about to turn it off, and if somebody gets stabbed, tough luck. I won't know about it.
What did this have to do with the movie?
Nothing.
Okay.
I just got an alert on my phone.
Adam Fendelman of HollywoodChicago.com. Despite the blockbuster mistake of allowing Rihanna to make her big screen debut, Battleship succeeds where it absolutely must. It's one of the best, most entertaining popcorn flicks ever. Ever.
I'm friends with the ass on that's under my bed.
Nell Minow of BeliefNet.
Nell Minow. You go out on a 3-hour tour and get lost at sea with your movie takes.
A good old-fashioned summer popcorn movie, and Rihanna is a hoot. Nick Pinkerton of Village Voice.
Pinkerton Panther, future callback.
When the F-14s came out for a triumphant flyover, I looked around the room to find the moron who was applauding, only to realize it was me.
Film noir.
And then one user review. User John C, 4.5 out of 5 stars.
John C. Riley.
John C. Review.
John C. Phillips.
This was an excellent underdog sports story. I loved it. Mighty Ducks times Wrath of Khan. Yeah, it was kind of stupid, and the aliens didn't really seem to have it together, but it was fine. Really fun to watch. Stop hating. I'm sorry I didn't see it when it came out.
I'm very confused. You thought it was a sports movie?
Well, there are sports in it.
Sports.
I guess that is true. He must have fallen asleep after the first 15 minutes.
They win the soccer game at the end.
Well, they didn't have enough players at the end.
Yikes.
Spoiler alert.
Stop being a pessimist. This tank is not half full. It's half empty.
Richard Probst of The Independent Critic. A bad ripoff of a Transformers film.
Yeah.
Brent McKnight of The Last Thing I See.
1, you keep away from me.
That's not the word.
2, I don't know the words, okay.
1, you're like a dream come true. Not 1, you keep away from me. What?
The restraining order version from Brett McKnight as opposed to Brian.
I started back at 500 feet. The entire plot hinges on a stolen microwave chicken burrito.
Once again, did he fall asleep after the first 10 minutes?
Tom Glasson of Concrete Playground.
Tom Glasson. Your takes are see-through and very fragile.
It's just like the board game, assuming the board game cost $200 million and was dumb.
Board game is kind of dumb. It's a guessing game.
I like it.
I do too. I play with my kids.
Allie Gray of the shiznit.co.uk.
In it,
what starts out as a seriously tense naval war thriller ends up being Pearl Harbor 2 Intergalactic Boogaloo.
Yep. File that movie right there.
Adam Ross of The Aristocrat. It's not satire. It doesn't play on 2 levels like Starship Troopers. It's just shit. As a piece of miscalculated American wankery, it is almost unparalleled.
Something tells me this reviewer is not from America.
Unbelievable. Unremarkable shit.
Kirk Honeycutt of honeycutthollywood.com.
The bee's knees.
Maybe it wasn't too smart to turn this Hasbro game into an alien invasion movie. Sean P. Mean of Salt Lake Tribune.
Isn't it Sean P. Means?
I don't know. I wrote mean.
Is that what you meant?
I don't know. Any movie based on Battleship that doesn't at least throw in a PT boat isn't worthy of the name.
Yeah, they fucked it up with that.
This nerd.
Jason Buchanan of TV Guide. The aliens may not be of this earth, but the jokes in this lifeless sci-fi comedy are so lazy, they never even managed to lift off.
I think Mays might be onto something. Everyone fell asleep after the first 10 minutes because there were no jokes after they get on the boats.
Jeffrey Lyles of Lyles Movie Files, a messy mismatch of action movie cliches lost at sea. J14, hit.
He said it.
Actually, they don't say J14.
J5, robot.
No. What they would say is Juliet 14. Military alphabet is back, baby. Repeat offender.
Michael Dakina of themoviereport.com goes about its thought-free blow shit up business in such a bizarre and absurd manner that to simply dismiss it as laughably awful is to shortchange how oddly captivating its off-the-charts what-the-fuck quality often is.
That's a roller coaster ride of a review right there.
It's kind of positive, too.
Yeah, came back around at the end.
Kyle Smith of the New York Post. It makes Top Gun look like the work of Orson Welles. At least the Tom Cruise movie remembered to cast actual actors.
It's funny because I thought of Top Gun Maverick a lot watching this movie and how great the action scenes in Top Gun Maverick were.
And then last one, Leonard Maltin of leonardmaltin.com.
Wow, we don't really get him very often.
Finally, Hollywood has produced a movie for people who found the Transformers series too intellectually challenging.
Yep.
Way to go, Leonard.
Listener, what's up? Zach Harper, coming to you live from Just Making My Picks on Prize Picks, the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. For my money and your money, the easiest and most exciting way to play DFS. Again, that's daily fantasy sports. It's just you against the numbers. Instead of battling thousands of players, including like pros and sharks, those people that really try to game the system and screw you over, you just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Basketball's here, right? So check this out. This is the cool thing that I love from Prize Picks. You can now pick combo projections across football and basketball from the Specials League, a league created specifically for combo projections that includes 2 or more players from different sports and leagues. So if you want to do like more Patrick Mahomes yards and less James Harden points, you can do that. You can do that combination. You can do any combination that they have on there. You just go to the Specials League. You want to play alongside people. Maybe you don't want to go it alone. Maybe you want to play alongside people. You can go to, I don't know, Meek Mill, Andrew Schultz. You find them in the community plays under the promos tab of the app to view entries from some of the biggest names in the Prize Picks community each week. And best of all, Prize Picks even offers a reboot policy so your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For football and basketball games, if you have the player who exits the game in the first half and does not return the second, that player is rebooted. Prize Picks, the only daily fantasy sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So I'll tell you what you do. You go to prizepicks.com/ding and use the promo code DING, D-I-N-G, for a first deposit match up to $100. Let me say that again for you. You go to prizepicks.com/ding. You use the code DING, D-I-N-G, for a first deposit match up to $100 from our friends at Prize Picks. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Amin, what's your first note?
Intro exposition, and shout out to this guy for giving us the synopsis of the movie in the first 2 minutes.
Maze, what's your first note?
Do you want to play Battleship?
Oh my gosh! We haven't played that since back at camp. I know. Wait for it. Oh, hit. Skag, you sank my destroyer. Damn! You sank my battle shit.
My first note, Hasbro, by far the greatest board game manufacturer of all time.
Whoa.
Mattel can eat shit.
Milton Bradley?
Monopoly, Battleship, Clue,
Parker Brothers?
Trivial Pursuit, Scattergories, Mousetrap, Taboo.
Wait a second. Did Hasbro buy Milton Bradley?
Yes. In 1984.
Oh my God, when did I miss this? All right, I guess 1984.
And Parker Brothers in 1991.
Those little broke boy Parker Brothers. Hasbro just bought their shit. Twister, Scrabble, Connect 4, Jenga, Crocodile Dentist, all Hasbro.
No, I'm going to fight you on this because...
Fight me.
They didn't make any of those games. They just bought other game companies that made it.
Oh, okay. Well, the Warriors didn't develop Kevin Durant as a player, but they acquired him. How'd that work? Ruined basketball.
You ruined this conversation. That's what you're doing.
Well, their first toy was Mr. Potato Head.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Get fucked, Amin.
I intend to.
Computer typing for text position to start this thing off. In 2005, scientists discovered a distant planet believed to have a climate nearly identical to Earth. In 2006, NASA built a transmission device 5 times more powerful than any before it, and a program to contact the planet began. It was known as the Beacon Project. We got some observatories in the Himalayas.
A name that will never come up again.
Never mentioned again.
Thanks for that exposition text.
Today really marks the first stage of an unprecedented technological advancement. We've begun to identify so-called Goldilocks planets.
Identify so-called exposition.
If a planet's too far away from its sun, it's too cold. If it's too close to its sun, it's too hot. But for an Earth-like planet, the distance is just right.
Oh.
Starring Queen Latifah.
Get it? Like oatmeal.
Porridge, by the way, not oatmeal.
Porridge. Calm down, Witty.
He called a paperback soft cover.
He talked about today wanting to open up a newspaper fully and read it on a flight with his legs crossed. He kept doing the motion at Dan like he's like popping a paper open. This dude with the glasses watching this guy talk is ass off stressed. We finally managed to identify one planet. Whatever. Landsat 7's the deep orbiting satellite.
Again, the name of the planet, irrelevant.
Planet G-Unit.
All of this is really irrelevant.
G-Unit. There's intelligent life out there and they come here. It's going to be like Columbus and the Indians, only we're the Indians.
Problematic.
Very problematic.
Also, shout out to him giving the synopsis in the first
Ladies
2
and
minutes.
gentlemen, please prepare to bear witness to the making of history. Start transmission. And I thought, is this what the Luxor is doing in Vegas? We just shoot a beam into space.
It's going to take a lot longer to get that message returned.
Cut to Oahu, Hawaii. Reports position.
Newscaster's position.
NASA is setting up shop right here in our own backyard. Today, the Beacon International Project was launched. We see Taylor Kitsch, a.k.a. Alex Hopper. Real hoppers know. Drinking a beer in a dive bar. And he's got long hair. Skarsgård is his brother. How do we know that?
A lot of bros position.
Birthday's position.
Gives a toast. Happy birthday, little brother.
Let's quote John Wooden right now. Johnny.
Sports.
Why the John Wooden thing?
Because this is a sports movie, Zach. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, that is true.
It says free of admirers, and Taylor Kitsch gets really annoyed about the free of admirers thing. And I thought, oh, was he like a former athlete? And like it kind of all fell apart or whatever as a backstory. Nope.
He's just single.
Will you shut up? Light your cupcake and raise your glass. Stone got the cupcake for Alex. He likes it, thinks it's sweet. As Stone is telling Alex a guy named Tony can get him a construction job, he's just focusing on Brooklyn Decker, who just walked in.
Can you blame him?
She orders a beer and a chicken burrito. The bartender closes the microwave door and says, kitchen's closed.
Louis Bartender.
Golden Dumpster nominee. I laughed.
Kitsch doesn't want help, doesn't want to join the Navy.
To be fair, his brother says, call him or join me in the Navy. I'm in the exposition brigade.
Do not waste a wish on a girl.
Misogyny.
Wow. Even Amin's calling it out.
Wish for a job, wish for an apartment, and alternator belt so I don't have to drive you anywhere.
My birthday, my wish.
As he ogles the shit out of this woman, and I said,
he sure does.
Same note too, bro.
Wow. Okay.
Horny.
To the respect of women, to people respecting women.
Okay.
How do I look? Slaps the shit out of him. I laughed.
Walks up to the bar and he runs into the stool next to her and Stone yells, great start, which feels like something Amin or I would do to each other.
and I really said, am I about to file this movie?
Brooklyn, not impressed. What seems to be the problem? She wants a chicken burrito. Johnny, chicken burrito her. Not happening. Kitchen's closed. He asks her name. She says, I'm hungry.
Such a missed opportunity to say, hello, hungry. I'm Hopper.
He says, give him 5 minutes. He'll get her the burrito. Time started.
Ass on for chicken burrito.
He runs up to the mini mart as it's closing. She says it's too late to eat a burrito because of complex carbs.
Weird ADR on that one.
I guess they felt like, no, not funny enough. We need to punch it up. Also, how horny is this guy?
Oh, I mean, come on.
Horny.
He's got no car, no job.
He's free of admirers, I mean.
Brooklyn Decker walks in. I get it.
He's tired of becoming acquainted with himself.
Never get tired.
If you know what I'm saying. At home.
Masturbating.
Ronnie Jerkin.
I don't think it's Ronnie Jerkin. It was Brian Jergens.
We switched to security cam footage. Climbs on the roof, Pink Panther theme. Comes crashing through the ceiling. He lands hard on his back.
No, he doesn't. The stuntman lands hard on his back.
How do you know it was a stuntman?
Because he has this full-length goatee, like a long-ass goatee.
They couldn't shave it. They wouldn't.
Absolutely not. Do you want me to do the scene or not?
He microwaves the burrito, leaves money on the counter. We see him try to climb back up through the ceiling, and he crashes down onto jars of salsa or sauce, but whatever that would fucking hurt and cut him up.
He fucks it up even more. All of this is on closed circuit television.
Maze, let me ask you, if the Pink Panther theme is playing, does that count as soundtrack's position? Because he's sneaking around.
Yeah.
Got it. Then that's what happened, guys.
Stone hears police sirens, walks out, and his brother's being chased with the burrito. A car wreck is caused. Alex is running to Brooklyn, screaming he's got her burrito.
I got it! Holding it up like the ooze.
Two Americas with them deciding to tase Alex.
Yep.
He's standing back up, trying to get the burrito to her. He hands it to her. She smiles. He gets tased again.
Ass off while he's getting tased.
Yeah.
The shaking of the face.
Fantastic job.
Ass off. I had to give it to him on that one.
We see from the perspective of inside an ice bath, Stone screaming he's had it. How is it you screw everything up? Alex emerges from that ice bath for some exposition.
And some poppy talk.
Oh, by the way, that exposition I'm about to explain to you, that was my job.
Stone says Brooklyn's dad is Admiral Shane, runs the whole damn fleet. With his ass on, Skarsgård delivers,
So now, you're messing with my job! My life!
And Jonathan Moxon cuts in to say, I don't want your life.
Texas football is forever.
Product placement with this Coke Zero can in here.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Very prominently set up there. And then, as I just realized after that speech, this might set the record for the least clip at Maze.
I don't have a lot.
Yeah, I don't have a lot for it either.
I have 2 lines.
Just any time that Liam Neeson talks.
Same note too, bro. Thank you.
Because I just find an Irish American admiral is just bizarre.
This movie sets the record for most non-American citizens playing U.S. Armed Forces members.
Stone says he wanted Alex to grow up and mature. He's 26 and has $65 to his name. His car doesn't start. He's living on Stone's couch.
Exposition.
Alex is just amazed that tasers work.
Yep, he's not listening to him at all. His back hurts. Why does his back hurt? Oh, wow, tasers.
As from now, as from right this second, there's a new dynamic at play. And this dynamic is the following. From here on till I state otherwise, there will be no more debate, no more discussion, no more compromise. It's me speaking, you listening, me saying, you doing. Do you understand that? It's time for a new course of action, a new direction, a game change. You're joining me in the Navy.
Alex, with his ass off, looks at him. We get the title card, boys, and I love the lettering. I love the font.
I don't like the idea that they missed an opportunity for village people in the Navy.
It's not Peter Berg style at all. Navy heavy equipment montage.
And we're gonna need a montage. Ooh, it takes a montage. Rocky had a montage.
See the fleets. We got Perd Hafley reporting thousands of sailors on dozens of ships.
The herd with Perd.
Coming to Hawaii for RIMPAC 2012.
A lot of seamen.
RIMPAC 2012.
Tension.
What's RIMPAC, you guys? Well, another reporter will let you know.
Cram it in.
You usually have to pay extra for RIMPAC.
A military ballet of 14 navies, 20,000 personnel.
That's too many.
Relationship building, sporting events, the RIMPAC Cup final. And suddenly we're in the middle of a soccer game.
It's 2-0 Japan. Up on the U.S.
Somehow Taylor Kitsch is already the captain of the soccer team. The last time we saw him, he was about to maybe join the Navy.
You do understand that now he has short hair, so some time has passed.
Yeah, this is the John Mulaney. Batman is wearing glasses now to indicate the time has passed. The announcers say the U.S. team is scrappy. And I said, how the hell would they know this team is scrappy?
It's the RIMPAC Cup, I mean. They've been playing all week.
Also, Stone Hopper, the goalkeeper for the U.S., he's making saves. He's answered every test today. Well, not really. They're down 2-0.
Also, Rihanna's playing, but doesn't feel the need to wear a jersey.
No.
Call someone a drama queen.
I thought about this and I said, is this another lucky hat situation?
Oh,
like Kate Beckinsale in Ghost of Girlfriend Past, which is on TV the other day.
Nope, Tiptoes. It's Tiptoes.
Oh, Tiptoes.
Yeah.
Tiptoes.
There is a hat that shows up at the end, so maybe it's the same hat. It's a part of her contract.
Alex scores a goal. Brooklyn loves it. He runs over and makes out with her in the middle of the game.
We missed a lot of exposition here, guys.
Safe to say you got the girl. They have 1 minute of stoppage time. Stone punts it towards Alex. He goes for the bicycle kick in the air and gets kicked right in the face.
So that was their big play. Boot it from the goalie and have it bounce and then go for it.
It was the goalie yelling, I'm kicking it to you, and then kicking it to him.
Go long.
It bounces once.
They get a penalty out of it, and Scars calls Bronson over to take it. They argue. Bronson, you move one more step, you're dead. You want to die today? You want to die? Good choice.
Ass on for Bronson.
The announcers don't agree with Alex taking this shot, by the way.
Say he's concussed.
And then I look at the goalkeeper for Japan, and guys, I'm not trying to.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying that dude ain't Japanese. That's all I'm saying. That dude is not Japanese.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with this, Maze. I don't know what we're allowed to do here. I don't think I should agree. I don't think I should disagree.
This isn't even a look-alike situation. This is just...
Okay, hold on. I've just pulled up...
No, I don't want another 45 minutes while you pull up 2 photos of this person.
No, not a photo. The actor's name...
He's going to pull up a picture of the actor, and then he's going to pull up average Japanese man, and he Googles.
No. I pulled up his name. His name is Leonard Rogers.
Uh-huh.
I know what you're thinking. I mean... That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it could be a Japanese American.
His mom could be Japanese, right? Yep. Okay. So I'm looking up Leonard Rogers on IMDb to find any sort of information on him. I'm willing to bet my left nut this dude has zero connection to Japan.
All right. Well, keep us informed as we keep the pod going.
He's got 1 credit in Battleship. Fuck. Come on, IMDb. Give me something.
Uh-oh. Look out. There goes that nut. All right. Nagata comes over for some trash talk. There are 2 kinds of idiots, Hopper. One looks where he kicks. The other looks where he doesn't kick. Which idiot are you?
I'm the idiot that's going to kick it through your keeper's face. Get ready for overtime.
Alex charges up. He exhales. And then he kicks the thing about 60 yards over the goal. Just fucking punted it longer than Stone punted it to him.
I like how we don't see it at all. It's just the goalie's eyes, and then it lands way in the background. The announcer says he's obviously injured, and his stubbornness cost the United States.
Also, Rihanna's pissed.
Character development. I wonder if that's going to come back.
Same note, too. Wonder if that'll come back in some way.
Wonder if they'll hammer it home in about 10 minutes.
How old is this ref? Is he the dude from The Goods?
Oh.
The super racist.
Repeat offender.
Yeah. Why are we treating this like it's an actual serious sports event? This is basically a glorified intramural.
Who are they announcing it to?
I mean, it's the RIMPAC Cup final.
Yeah, forget the World Cup. Stone consoles him. Cut to Brooklyn laying with Alex, asking if he's ready for this. What's he gonna say?
Poppy talk.
Feels like Armageddon.
Exposition.
As we cut to Chicken Burrito and Stone Phillips, or not Stone Phillips. What's his name?
Alex Hopper.
Alex Hopper.
Stone Phillips.
Stone Phillips is what I call his brother. Actually, that's a lie. I call him True Blood. I think I mixed up people in this scene.
I love that you're calling Brooklyn Decker Chicken Burrito.
I call it Chicken Burrito the entire time.
Double Decker Chicken Burrito.
And you guessed it, boys. In this scene right here.
Oh, I knew this was coming.
We confirmed.
I knew this was coming.
It's confirmed. How many cheeks on that chicken burrito? 0. 0 cheeks. Are there post coitus in this scene?
No, I think they're gonna fuck on the beach. I don't think they have fucked on the beach.
All right.
He says he's gonna walk up to man, looking straight in the eyes. With what words? My words. Okay, sir, your daughter's the best thing that's ever happened to me. She's smart, kind, beautiful, funny, and I'm madly in love with her.
He really doesn't stop at all between beautiful, funny.
No.
Turns it into one word.
She's beautiful, funny.
She's beautiful, funny.
I've been honored to have your permission to marry her. They start making out and fucking. Cut to space! Signal's been received and something's coming towards Earth.
How long have they been dating? He just got her a fucking burrito and he's about to get married?
Oh, no, it's years.
No, he had a haircut, Maze. How do you not understand this?
Maze.
He's also high enough in the Navy to be a part of the RIMPAC games.
I don't understand.
The movie starts with 2005, 2006 is when they make contact. That's when he's in the bar being a piece of shit.
They do not say that.
Yeah, it says 2005, 2006.
And the intro's position. Fast forward
to RIMPAC 2012.
Do a little math there, Maze. What, they got to do exposition for you on everything? 6 years later.
Break out your calculator.
Yeah. Get a spreadsheet, you nerd.
Yeah.
Couldn't even jerk off without a spreadsheet. What's the line? Damn. Clip it, Maze.
As usual, because you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, I think what you're asking me to clip is you couldn't pick your nose without a fucking computer, but somehow you couldn't jerk off without a spreadsheet.
Cut to a ceremony for RIMPAC. Liam Neeson welcoming everybody to naval war games as an Irish-American admiral.
An honest admiral.
An honest admiral welcomes them to the greatest fighting ship in American naval history, the Mighty Mo, the USS Missouri. We see Alex hauling ass in his truck with Brooklyn to the ceremony. They're trying to run up to the ceremony when some dumb kid on a tour asks the difference between a battleship and a destroyer.
He said it.
Whole lot of Mighty Mo's position.
For some reason, Alex feels the need to answer.
Not only answer.
You're late.
But to shit on it.
What's the difference between a battleship and a destroyer?
You see, battleships are great ships, but they're kind of like dinosaurs. They're designed to take hits, kind of like a floating punching bag. But then there's destroyers, which are just awesome. They're designed to dish it out like the Terminator.
In front of these people who want to recognize and remember the greatness of the history of the men that died defending this country or whatever. This shit's a piece of shit. My boat fucking, I'm like, why are you doing this? Also, you may want to supercharge this, Maze.
Oh, no.
Do you think this child can smell the pussy on his breath?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wait, why would you supercharge? Wait, on the child's breath or on Alex's breath?
No, the child smelled it on Alex's breath.
Oh, okay.
You think the child can smell the pussy on his own breath?
Yeah, supercharge it.
That's why he was late.
And then he looks at them as he runs away. The kid looks at him like, yeah, that's right. You ate the shit out that pussy, didn't you?
He makes a Terminator reference. There's no way this kid's seen Terminator.
Hell no.
This kid's 8 years old in 2012.
If the Dallas Cowboys have never heard of Austin Powers, there's no way this 8-year-old knows what the Terminator is.
He should have just said a Transformer.
Kid asks if he's a captain. Brooklyn says no, because he's always late. They get there. She tells him to get it done. Liam shouts out veterans from World War II. Thank you for your service. He sees Alex sneak over to a spot next to Stone. Liam is staring daggers into him.
It's so obvious. He goes in front of 500 people on this boat.
When he could have gone on the outside and been on the... Never mind. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's not worth it. Just go.
As the honest admiral is bringing up captains from different countries, Jesse Plemons is saying hello in their native tongues. Konnichiwa. Alo, alo. So close to the way we say it.
Rihanna tells him to shut up.
Captain Jax, Australia.
Good day.
Good day. Stone Hopper gets special recognition for the highest overall rating last year.
He was a 98 in Battleship 2K.
Alex tries to put his sunglasses on. They're not Oakley skies. And someone tells him to take them off. Stone gives veterans a shout out one more time. Thank you for your service. Cut to post-ceremony schmoozing. And Stone is trying to calm Alex down about asking Brooklyn's hand in marriage.
It's an obsolete tradition to ask for permission.
21st century, man.
Skarsgård's a good 9 inches taller than Taylor Kitsch.
He's a tall guy.
There's also a great piece of trivia that he's Swedish and Taylor Kitsch is Canadian.
Wow.
They're playing American brothers.
Add one more to the list of non-Americans playing armed forces.
How many Americans are in this movie? Just Plemons and that's it?
Jerry Ferrara.
Those are the only two.
Plemons and Jerry holding it down.
Honest Admiral gives some exposition that Brooklyn is a physical therapist as Nagata comes up to Alex. Rihanna's intrigued about what's about to happen. Alex still mad about being kicked in the face. Rihanna's trying to get Jesse to go mess with Alex. Calls him chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
He says he'd like a 2-piece. You look like Colonel Sanders, actually. He was a handsome man.
Banter!
Doesn't look like the O-face, and absolutely that's banter.
Brooklyn asked Liam to give Alex
update on that
5
poll,
minutes.
by the way. We're pulling at 70% right now.
I don't care what your dipshit followers say.
73%.
They're wrong.
Wrong.
They're wrong. They got it wrong. They're just doing it because they like you.
I tagged you guys. Feel free to retweet it.
I have no interest.
You're the one that said to do it. So I mean,
just to get you to move off of it. That's what I did.
Guess what?
I didn't know it's going to take up 10 more minutes of this fucking podcast.
A lot of movie left.
All right. Brooklyn asks Honest Admiral to give Alex 5 minutes of his time.
How about 3 minutes? An honest bargain.
Stone tries to refocus Alex away from Nagata. Alex is scared. He runs to the bathroom on the ship. He's rehearsing in the mirror.
It's not going well.
My favorite one was, it would be a thankful honor to honor your hand. Nagata walks in. Jesse walks near and hears them struggling in there.
I don't like the way he said Nagata. A little too comfortable, if you ask me.
I made a mental note to myself. Really enunciate this one.
I was actually talking about you, Nagata.
Whoa! What? That was a hard TA.
Yep.
Cut to Alex and Nagata explaining it was a fluke accident.
Zach, you got to say the Japanese gentleman who's a captain.
The bathroom floor was wet. I began to fall. Captain Nagata kindly reached out to help.
Our heads go bang. We fall back. Bang again. Just like the great Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis?
Did he just say Jerry Lewis?
Yes, sir.
Are you kidding me? The Bellboy and Original the Nutty Professor. Very good movies.
He's a great humanitarian, sir.
Why is Nagata bringing up Jerry Lewis?
I don't know.
Did he just say Jerry Lewis?
Are you kidding me?
Did you just have your ass on?
It's so problematic.
I'm problematic. It's a problem.
Why is the Japanese dude in trouble with our Navy?
Well, maybe he could get thrown in the brig. I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Amin, this is RIMPAC law. They all answered Honest Admiral Liam Neeson.
So Liam Neeson runs all the navies? Is that why he's Irish?
He's the president of every navy. He's the president of RIMPAC.
RIMPAC Shakur.
Liam said they both think this is a joke. You're very much mistaken. You're wrong. You got it wrong. It's not a joke. This won't happen again. Now Liam wants a minute with Alex.
And what's he say?
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong?
You've got skills. I've never seen a man waste them like you.
You know what he does? Oh, I don't like Key and Peele, but there's this one skit where they're doing Gordon Ramsay.
Unbelievable. Walter, I have a huge problem with this dish. It's that you haven't made it for me sooner.
Thank you, Chef.
Because if you had, Drew, then I would know how good you are at cooking food that's bad.
I'm sorry, Chef.
And when I say bad, I mean Michael Jackson bad.
Thank you, Chef.
You know how he looked really, really bad at the end of his life?
Chef, I'm sorry. I don't know if you like the dish or not.
Please don't include us when you tweet a meme. What? You don't like Key and Peele? I'm not interested. Keep the ship out of the surf and spray.
Or you will plunge to destruction. Homer, sir.
The fact that you know that infuriates me beyond words. Ass off. Lock it in right there.
Yep.
What my daughter sees in you, great mystery to me.
Puppy dog.
You're a very smart individual with very weak character, leadership, and decision-making skills.
Up and down he goes.
Liv asks if he has anything to say to him, and he freezes up. Negative.
Would you have asked at that moment, or would you have also just like, maybe it's not?
Fuck no, man. Are you kidding me? It's the Honest Admiral. There's no way I'm asking at that moment after I fucked up that much. Enjoy these naval exercises, Hopper.
Liam threatens it might be his last operations.
Lynch is trying to get Alex to talk about it, and he doesn't want to. Cut to naval exercises, RIMPAC, day 1.
AC/DC, repeat offender.
It's a sign that says, in God we trust, all others we track. I kind of like that.
That's a fire-ass bar and a half. I was like, yep.
That is a back tattoo.
Yeah. Oh, it's front tattoo. My dick.
What? You track with your dick? But your dick trusts God.
But it tracks all the others.
Huh. What's it tracking? A lot of ships, boys.
USS Ronald Reagan, USS Sampson, USS John Paul Jones. I definitely thought about the bassist from Led Zeppelin, but it's also the name of a naval admiral.
I said USS John Paul Jones, voice of the Raptors.
I want everyone to stay frosty. My hat!
Stay Frosty, yeah. I couldn't remember what movie that was from.
We're getting back and forth. Stone says stay frosty, excited to see what they learn. Alex says they're here to crush every ship. They're not here to learn in the weapons room. I like referring to Pearl Harbor as just Pearl. They return to Pearl without having outperformed every other ship on that ocean. And then we hear Rihanna make a comment about Donald Trump, Mike Tyson mutant combo.
Donald Trump reference, drink.
Hit Riri with Am I Too Soon?
Kitch presses her. She denies it, then recovers. Only because you project great physical intensity, sir. That's flattering. Not banter.
There's a helo headed for the Sampson. Alex better make sure his ass is on it. He is, and he goes to talk to Stone. Good use of resources. Couldn't just fucking call each other.
I don't know why! Just make sure your ass is on. He yelled the fuck out of that line.
Oh, he did. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Is he ass on when he does that?
He's a big ass on for me. He says, make sure your ass is on.
Stone got off the phone with Jag. They're probably going to kick Alex out of the Navy the day they get back from RIMPAC. Why would he be involved in this then?
For fighting a guy in a bathroom?
No, he's got a lot of transgressions.
It's been 6 years apparently of him being a dick.
6 years of him failing upwards because of his brother.
He's a lieutenant. I'm about to say, what the hell?
Nepotism.
He's white.
Who do I call to teach you humility? I'm sorry, I don't have that number. Is this banter?
No, this is just bad writing. That's all it is.
You've got so much potential. I don't get it.
Alex is sorry he's got to deal with this. Sorry, let him down. Cut to physical therapy.
Lots of fake legs. Some guy rock climbing with a crazy cage on his shin, tracking a guy with mocap dots. He's super upset and yells at them to turn it off.
Lieutenant Colonel Mick Canales.
AKA
No.
Dion Waiters. Weighterers.
No. We thank him for his service and we move on.
Well, I also have other names that I call him.
Oh my God.
Antoine Needs a Walker.
Supercharge all of this.
Quam Eat Brown.
Oh, come on, man.
I had to make up for earlier.
You didn't have to. You could just do it on the radio tomorrow instead of insulting someone who lost his legs for this country.
Did he? I mean, it's a movie character. He's not really a vet.
Well, wait for the trivia.
There's a lot of him coming up, so I don't know if you want to go with that stance already. I mean,
well, you know what?
Keep it all in, but supercharge the whole thing.
Not the whole thing.
Okay.
Amin is now rethinking all of his notes.
Decker senses a lot of anger. Very perceptive of you. Then she starts reading his exposition file. He lost the will to fight. That's fucking harsh.
Yeah.
That's in his file?
I lost my fight when I lost my legs. And we get some exposition that he's a Golden Gloves winner at 22, Bronze Star in Afghanistan. It's the same man. He says he's half a man. And half a man isn't enough to be a soldier. That's all he's ever known. She says, let go.
Let's take a walk. He doesn't want to. Cut to them hiking up a mountain.
I'll cut out the half a man joke that I made. All right, let's go.
Jesus.
Tiptoes? What are you talking about?
It has something to do with making up the other half.
Please supercharge everything Amin says for the podcast.
He used to hike with his dog Mustard. Sounds like fun. Mustard's dead. Mustard got hit by a dump truck.
I'm over it.
Like Helen Hunt.
Driven by Helen Hunt.
Oh, I got a Helen Hunt reference later on in this movie.
Okay.
She gets a call from Alex. He apologizes for messing up and not talking to Liam yet.
Stop messing things up, okay? Copy that. I love you.
And they're fine.
That's good romantic talk right there.
Ass on.
Cut to things flying through space.
How fast are they going?
Alarm goes off. Workers at the station talk about weird activity on radar screen.
Nice one. It's a joke, right? I don't think so.
Dr. Nogrady is on the phone for Cal. 5 distinct objects.
My God.
Dr. Tracy Nogrady?
Sure. That's way better than the other jokes you were trying to make.
Not saying you're a boob, but this is like boobish behavior.
You should call NASA. NASA's already on the phone.
5 distinct objects headed straight for him.
A satellite gets obliterated, and the ship that hit it is breaking apart. It's off from the group.
Not a meteor, not the Russians, not Chinese. Air Force is also on the call. Tell him to prepare himself.
We're going to introduce everyone one at a time to who's on the call.
Yep, it's speaker view, you know? So these people are all on mute.
But they keep surprising him.
They turn on their Zoom camera like, oh, we're here.
Call NASA. NASA's already here. Call the Air Force. Air Force is already here.
Splintered off ship goes crashing into Hong Kong. It smokes through a building, crashes into a harbor. Building falls up, fucks up a lot of stuff there. They fill in the Secretary of Defense on what's happening. Other places affected. Scotland, Germany, France, even Iowa.
Future callback.
My guy from Ally McBeal shows up.
That's the Secretary of Defense, yeah.
Peter McNichol.
I just call him Ally McBeal the rest of the movie.
Oh, really? I would have called him Ghostbusters too.
Oh, Vigo!
NASA thinks it's extraterrestrial contact. No shit. We see a shark swimming deep in the ocean near a massive object. You're saying we sent out a signal, we got back an alien response? Cut to Rami Malek, letting Honest Admiral know the stuff that landed in the Pacific is 150 miles south of them, but it's not on the radar. Honest Admiral wants to talk to Samson.
I want to talk to Samson! Thank you. Same note too.
Chinese sampled the broken alien ship. It's not of the periodic table.
Literally not of this earth.
The only thing they identified was Laurentium Fishburne.
I'm mad that I laughed at that. There's a lot of jargon exposition going on.
Oh my God, jargon might be the 5 horsemen here.
Jargon makes a big push.
Solar paneling or communications paneling from what they can tell.
Communications? Who's communicating what? To who?
Clemens spots something in the ocean. Jerry Ferrara tells Stone there's something very peculiar on the radar.
That's where I wrote, you guys don't get the surprise I get from seeing guys on here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Hubba hubba.
Oh.
Seeing guys. I get so surprised.
It doesn't show up on the radar. Rihanna and Alex consider that it might be part of the exercise for them. And then Jerry jargons his ass off here.
Now, here's my question. At this point, where we know some things that are extraterrestrial in nature are landing everywhere, why isn't this being told to the fleet that's there where it's happening? Why are we keeping all this a secret from them?
I don't know.
Also, who's communicating what to who? Probably aliens to more aliens, guys. They're just very dumb across the board here.
Stone's sending a team in the water right over to it. He's confused.
Tell you what, boys, this is a head stumper.
Rihanna, Alex, and Lynch head out there on a small little boat.
Rihanna's got the minigun.
And she's singing indistinctly because they couldn't afford to pay her to sing distinctly.
They have no idea what it is. Lost cargo, Chinese, yacht, satellite. He says, beast, I didn't know 5 seconds ago, and I don't know now.
What is it, Chinese? And it reminded me of Back to the Future 3 when they see Marty's sneakers and say, Nikkei, what is that, Chinese? Except they don't say Chinese. Cliff it, Mace.
Take a gander at them moccasins. What kind of skins is them? What's that writing mean? Nikkei, what is that? Some sort of engine talk or something?
Should you supercharge a clip?
No, it's a clip.
Okay. Alex talks to it over a PA.
If we did that, Kate Beckinsale would look a lot better today. Say that right now.
Boarded. He jumps onto the object. Alex is walking around at different parts of the column, going straight up into the air. Touches a piece with his hand, and it shocks him back into the water. Don't tase me, bro.
But he talks about, this is we're prepared. He's using all these technical terms like, you just assume they speak English? Prepare to be boarded, more like prepared to be boring.
Wow. All right, Rihanna runs over to help him. A piece of the alien ship shoots beams into the sky, creating a dome force field.
I don't give a ding-dong diddly what she'll fly over Hawaii.
Did anyone tell them this shit is from space?
No, they don't know yet. They think it's part of the exercise.
Why wouldn't anyone tell them? NASA, the Air Force, the Russians, the Chinese. All of them know it's this dipshit up in Oahu.
Well, hold on. They have to be very careful with information. They can't just go throwing that at RIMPAC because you have other countries involved.
They can put in a secure line. You don't have to broadcast it. Also, other countries already know. The Russians, the Chinese.
The force field is up. Liam's ship can no longer contact the Samson.
The plane flies straight into it and explodes.
Put the force at weapons posture 1. Warning red. Weapons tight. I want everything loaded.
I want everything loaded.
Clip that line.
I want everything loaded.
My dick got hard.
It was loaded, I mean?
It's always loaded.
Yeah, my weapons are tight for real.
Force field has fucked up all the radar. One officer thinks it's the North Koreans.
Topical.
Is it even possible for North Koreans to have tech that we don't have? That's an honest question.
An honest question. I would think that it's possible for the North Koreans, for the Russians, for anybody. Yeah.
No, from what I understand, the North Koreans, everything they have is like retro-engineered versions of real shit that we have. They don't have shit that we don't have. The North Koreans, at least.
I never know. I don't assume anything.
And you have this on what authority, you mean?
Authority of the President of the United States of America.
Oh.
Cincinnati's pal is trying to come out there.
I think you're losing the Lewis Pinnock Award at this point. It was yours to take, and now you're losing your grip on it. All right. The ship killed the battery to their boat. Something emerges from the water. It's a massive alien ship.
Transformer plane.
Another one emerges.
Then another one. Then another one. Clemens wonders if it's a super secret surprise Navy exercise.
They've gone way too far. It's just one of those days. Samson's ship gives a warning horn.
Now we're giving warnings. Oh, I get it now.
Now the alien ship readies itself. It sends out a sonic wave that shatters the glass and ruins their hearing.
How does anyone still have eardrums after this?
There is 0% chance you could put out a sound that loud that would bust the glass on a boat that's hundreds of yards away, knocking everybody to their feet. But this little dinghy right in front of you, everyone's fine.
They're fine.
It's a little loud.
You're an expert in North Korean technology, not alien technology, I mean, okay?
So that deserved a warning shot. And someone asks who they're shooting at. I don't know, guys. The alien ship that just popped out of the ocean?
Peter Berg makes an appearance with instructions on where to aim. The shot goes right by the alien ship, and now it identifies the battleship as threats, and you can tell because it went from green to red in Watcher Vision.
Alone.
And running late.
Fires a warning shot in a hurry.
Yeah. Damn, I keep fucking up that line. As the aliens move towards the battleships, the destroyers, I thought it was very nice of them to hop over the raft rather than just plow right through it.
I like that, yeah.
The waves would have tossed them aside anyway, but again, alien technology.
Alien technology. Guns from the alien ship come out, they warm up, and they fire off a few peg-like bombs.
Oh.
What, like game board pieces, boys?
Crazy. In the control room, they say, vampire, vampire, I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
They gun down all but one of them out of the air. It lands on the JPJ. What kind of chuck wagon bull? It explodes, blows a hole in the bridge wing of the ship.
The PG rating will be preserved, gentlemen.
It's like they were supercharging this movie.
Rihanna's boat gets operational. She's firing a Gatling gun at the alien ship. It does nothing.
Light it up!
Ass on.
Stone sends all engines ahead. None of their weapons can lock on. The alien ship fires at Rihanna, barely misses. And Samson hits the alien ship with a missile. Alien ship then pivots. It fires something at the Samson. It lands. It blows a massive hole in the ship. The hull is breached. Water's coming in. Sailors drowning and trapped, and the Samson fires back.
It does this weird little thing that doesn't come back where it explodes out, then it sucks it in, then it explodes out, and then it sucks it in again.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tension.
Then Alex sees Stone through his binoculars, and the dumbass face from Stone locks him into ass on here.
Oh my God.
His face is so fucking stupid.
I didn't know that boat was called the USS Live Forever.
That's not ass on. It's a dumb look, but it's not ass on, man. Come on.
Alien ship fires off what can only be described as a fuckload of those peg bombs.
Oh, yeah.
They land all over the Samson, and much like Derek Jeter did when he took over the Marlins, the aliens blow Samson out of the water.
Hey! Sunk his destroyer.
Samson's no more. It's obliterated. Alex says, "Get me to the John Paul Jones now."
Starts yelling for the captain. The CO and the XO are dead, and now Taylor Kitsch is the commanding officer.
Next full senior. He is terrified and overwhelmed.
You're the captain now.
You're the captain now, dog.
No. What? Look at me.
I combined two movies there. Flemons, sir, if you please just give me an order. I don't know what to do. He looks around. He's breathing his ass off. He looks at the alien ships. We're going in. Full attack. That's an order. Attack, sir?
You ordered an order. That's the order. Let's go.
They start going full steam ahead. Fire control is offline for 3 minutes.
I like how some of these sailors have hoodies on for some reason. I know there's some Navy explanation.
We don't need it on Twitter.
But I like how everyone else has their hoodies off except these three assholes. Like, nope, hoodies on, boys.
The alien ship pivots to the John Paul Jones from green to red in Watcher vision.
Oh.
Alex says, "Tell Nagata I'm going in with or without him." He sees it and says he's out of his mind and needs backup. Flemons questions if he really wants to attack this thing. Yes, I do. Nagata's ship fires and misses, so alien ship pivots back. Watcher vision goes red, unloads peg bombs onto the Japanese ship. The front of the ship is blown to hell. We call that the bow, boys.
Oh, you're going with peg bombs. I had plug bombs because it's RIMPAC. That was a butt plug.
Oh, see, I thought they were getting pegged.
Same page, same neighborhood.
Yeah, we're in the same book. Not necessarily the same page, but I would say same chapter. I mean, what sex toy did you have the bombs as?
Hi, Brent. Anal beads.
Flemons tells Hopper that the Miyoko is hit. It's killed everything that it's fired upon. Get the guns online or we ram this thing. They killed my brother and every man on the ship. This is not good captaining, boys.
It's like his leadership skills are not great. Wonder if we had any character development about that.
He keeps saying, guns or we ram it. He's yelling at Flemons and finally...
Beast grabs him by the collar. There are sailors in the water, sir.
Gives order to turn back away from ramming and the alien weapons go flaccid.
Yeah, they're just like, you know what? I don't like it when they don't fight back, so...
They're so patient.
They are.
It's like it doesn't make sense.
They're actually really nice invaders.
Dude, this next scene right here, where they throw out those little discs that fly through the air, is the most confusing shit in the world. Their ability to be very respectful of human life in some instances.
Wait, hold on. You're jumping ahead a little bit. They're hiding behind a barrier on the ship and peeking out, and a sailor keeps asking questions, and Flemons asks him to shut up. He says, "Who's running the ship?" Hopper. Are you kidding me? Hopper's running the ship? We're all gonna die. Ah! Alien fires off 3 giant metal yo-yos towards the land. Another piece of the ship breaks off and flies away. At a U.S. Marine base, their comms are down, and here come the yo-yos. They have identified the red parts in Watcher vision. A Marine sees them fly towards the base, and they roll right through the helicopters.
Helicopter after helicopter after helicopter.
Just helicopters.
We got slow motion scraping the bottom of one copter that manages to lift off, but then it throws out a whiptail and yanks it down just when you thought you escaped.
Yo-yo string.
Walking the dog.
There's a Little League game going on to entice Mayes, and there's traffic everywhere. Yo-yo identifies the freeway as an enemy.
Goes on a slow motion rampage.
We're not as an enemy. So the whole thing here is they're making a reference to the interstate system. The Eisenhower interstate system was created to quickly transport troops and weapons and stuff like that in the event of an attack.
And this alien ship knew that, huh?
Pretty much knew that this is a transportation channel for weaponry and for troops. But again, they're very, very careful to follow the Geneva Convention.
Well, the umpire at the Little League game, ass on, the way he called that strike.
Ass on. How about ass on for the batter?
Well, yes, the yo-yo lands on the baseball field. It's in front of some dumbass kid who just stands there. The kid's a red threat until he calls for his dad like a pussy, and then it goes to green.
Please kill the batter. Kill him, please, is my note. And then also product placement, the girl sipping out of the Subway cup.
It moves on and destroys the freeway pillars, collapses, and cars fall down. There's damage all over the island.
Some of these people are dead.
Have to be, yeah.
They didn't give a shit about those people, but the other people, like the kid with his mom and his brother, it was like, no, we're not going to destroy that one. Also, you took out the interstate in Hawaii. Congratulations, aliens. You really crippled our infrastructure.
This whole sequence totally reminded me of Maximum Overdrive, from the baseball game to the collapsing highway.
Oh, yeah. It reminded me of the fourth Die Hard. The one with Justin Long.
Live Free or Die Hard?
Liam phones into someone and gives some exposition about the force field we already knew.
The field extends 300,000 feet in altitude and a depth of 2 nautical miles.
It made me think that it was a double elimination force field because he kept repeating what it was. Secretary of Defense is told 3 guided missile destroyers are still in the force field unaccounted for.
Conceivable they have somebody inside. But who?
Cut to Hopper! Doing a bad job of being a captain on the ship's deck.
Everyone's freaking out.
Doing absolutely nothing helpful.
Dramatic music. We see the Samson sink in the background.
Nagata is alive. He's shouting at Hopper in Japanese as some sailors are being given some medical attention. Cut back to hiking with Mick in Brooklyn.
Chimichanga Butler and Chicken Burrito.
My grandmother could climb this mountain. Why is this a plot point is my question. Why is this going to actually be pretty important in saving the day here?
Piece that broke off to fly around buzzes by them near the satellites. It lands near a Radio Shack and aliens in metal suits start walking out.
Radio Shack, 20th century, bitch.
A couple of Jeeps pull up. You want to know why they're on the mountain? We have an ass-on competition.
Ass-on exposition off.
Between the cop and Anthony Fedwards.
The island's under attack. Attacked by who? I don't know. People are using the word alien. Aliens? It's like, no shit! Wake the fuck up, people!
The Marine base, all the roads leading to this mountain have been destroyed. Cell phones, radios, internet, everything is shut down. Navy is engaged just off the coast. They just leave a Jeep to block the road.
Mick is unbothered by this. He wants to see an alien.
I've never seen an alien. You ever seen an alien? All of a sudden, he's real happy to go hiking. An alien fucks up the Jeep as they drive off with the guys in it, and it goes to black with us just hearing some screaming. Back to the JPJ. Hopper's staring into the mirror again. He loves looking in the mirror. Lynch walks in and says they need him. Now. I can't. If you can't, who can, Captain?
Captain? He gets a promotion just like that?
Everyone above him's dead.
He's the highest commanding officer on board.
But that doesn't mean he becomes captain. Like, he doesn't walk away from the scene being a captain.
He's the captain now!
I said, I guess that's one way to avoid getting kicked out of the Navy.
Yeah, kill all the people above you.
Now in some area, there are a bunch of officers surrounding an alien incapacitated on the ground. I don't know how it got there.
No clue. It's humanoid.
Looks like Halo.
It does look like Halo.
It's got this kind of 2-thumb, 2-finger claw.
My arm has really been bothering me lately.
Oh no, Dad.
Oh yeah, it's becoming a claw! Nothing can stop the claw! Run, boy, run! Save yourself!
Do the Clatter Mom, Dad. Do the Clatter Mom.
Uh-oh. You found the claw's only weakness. Sub-zero temperatures!
Clemens rambling about how getting the alien out of the water was a bad idea.
Clemens might be ass off. Hopper tries to take his helmet off, and then Nagata has to help him remove it. It reveals an alien with spiky facial hair that I call Alien Fieri for the rest of the time.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Rihanna says, Dad said they'd come. Said it her whole life. Said we ain't alone.
Bobby talk from Rihanna, who reveals that her dad is Jade.
Said one day we'd find them, or they'd find us. Know what else he said? He said, I hope I ain't around when that day comes. Hopper shines a flashlight right into the eye of the alien. It wakes up, it grabs his face, and we see the vision in the alien's eye of ships raining down and blowing up and them dominating the planet.
This never comes back at all, or is explained.
Clearly, they're here for the extermination of the human race. So why the fuck all the Geneva Convention shit?
They're still respectful. They're still gentle aliens.
An honest alien.
As they struggle with it, a hole is blown into the door. It's other alien groups. They grab Alien Fieri and they fly away.
Again, surprising mercy. Why don't they just kill everybody? Scott Evil, I have a gun in my room. I can go get it right now. Bang. Bang, we'll do it together.
Why aren't they attacking?
Hopper says, I got a bad feeling about this.
Star Wars.
What kind of bad feeling? Like we're gonna need a new planet kind of bad feeling. Cobra formula.
He thinks they're still on the ship. He orders to lock it down. They're searching the interior of the ship with assault rifles, trying to account for everybody.
All of a sudden, this movie is primal.
File. Hopper and Riri lead some expendable men. Some dude gets snatched up the stairs, thrown down the hall, and we never see an alien. So I don't know how the fuck that happened. We hear hydraulics, beast, and some people walk over to a door and it's being blown off its hinges.
And none of them are armed or have any access to firearms. We're just going to sit here and stare at the door with our hoodies down.
As it walks down the stairs get bent by the weight of this guy.
Because he's heavy.
Figured Amin was going to make a Zion Williamson joke.
No, that's next scene.
Lynch tells the others to get out and they run. Alien does an ocular pat down of Lynch, doesn't deem him a threat and sees some equipment to smash, starts to mess with the equipment and Lynch tries to stop him.
I'm not sure what he's doing here. Is he trying to blow it up? Is he trying to take energy from it?
I think he's just trying to fuck it up.
Because it keeps loading a progress bar and right when he's about to do it,
Beast says, no!
Jumps on him, gets thrown off. Then he's doing it again. Beast is using a sledgehammer. It's slightly more effective. He gets it in his foot, and this just kind of pisses him off. And he throws Beast around like a doll, and then his glove is turning into a knife, Transformer style.
In comes Hopper. Some gunfire. It disarms him and throws Hopper away.
Now Rihanna pops out and shoots it.
We at it again. Everybody now, hands in the air, it's a sticker, sticker. A funny business, so you get lit up. You test high, you gon' die. And at your funeral, your mama gon' cry.
Nobody shoots it in the face. And also, despite all the firearms, Alien, again, surprisingly very patient.
Very patient, not interested in killing them, also completely unharmed.
Hopper tells her to get to CIC and he gets the alien to chase him. She is sprinting to CIC. He's navigating stairs and doing some parkour on the deck of the ship. The alien clocks him. He gets to the end of the deck. Riri runs into CIC. She womans a cannon, starts rotating it near the alien as Hopper draws it nearer. He's out of real estate. Then the alien turns around to see the cannon pointed at its face.
It's inches from his face before he realizes it.
Hopper dives off the side, and Rihanna gives the perfect trailer cut of
Mahalo, motherfucker.
boom, right in the fucking face.
Hey, we got one. That's all it took was a boat cannon for one guy.
At point blank range.
At point blank range.
Makes him feel real dumb for those little assault rifles they were pew-pewing at him.
Also, for a guy who, for some reason, didn't want to kill all of them at once when he had the chance.
Cut back to the mountain. Decker and Mick see horses, still looking for the alien.
Chicken Burrito and James Positz.
I thought you were going to say James Postmates.
I thought about that one too.
They find the Jeep all fucked up. Brooklyn looks like she just smelled some garbage. Mick says to her that she's got to get the keys.
Is that how she gets into character, Zach?
Off the cop's belt. My name's Chicken Burrito.
All right, Brooklyn, you're really unhappy right now, okay? It's a rancid chicken burrito that you're eating.
She finds a body. She's freaking out. She grabs the keys. A horse snorts, and we see aliens coming on back. She hides behind the wreckage. It has the claw machine hands.
The horse distracts the alien and she runs away.
All of the advanced alien tech that scans and tells you what's a threat, what's not, your heart and all that shit, can't pick up the fact that there are humans right behind that car, hiding poorly, I might add.
She looks like Raphael hiding from the Foot Clan in their little tryouts. They're magically back at the Jeep, blocking the road. She's radioing for help, and Cal comes running out looking for help himself.
And they aim the gun at him.
He sees Mick's prosthetic legs and freaks out.
Oh shit, is he a cyborg? Are you guys with him?
Ass off for Cal.
He's clearly a human, and then he dives into a bush, comes peeking out, starts patting himself on the back for getting it right.
Babbling about Columbus and conquistadors and dead grad students.
Then he starts hyperventilating. You're freaking him out, Mick.
I doubt it takes much to freak him out.
There it is.
I like the idea that he thinks it's an alien that wears a Giants hat.
Frank Dukes.
Well,
Frank Dukes of this earth, I mean. Go Giants.
Any Giants.
Go the Cubs.
Dr. Tracy Nogrady informs Defense Secretary the Chinese believe what crashed into Hong Kong was a communications ship.
So you're saying a flying telephone cratered and took out 25,000 people?
They domed the island because of Landsat 7.
Ally McBeal doesn't believe any of this shit, by the way. I like how he's still incredulous.
He's a terrible Secretary of Defense. You're a terrible Secretary of Defense.
We're looking at an extinction level event. Clip it, Maze.
Yeah, y'all. Extinction level event shit. Bomb threat to the whole world. What is going on? What the fuck going on here? Check it out, yo. Holy amazing grace about face. Total erase you niggas off the face of the place. Such a shame I had to go grab my cat and go past the door before you find out when I had to blast your phone. Extreme laws for one who dare try to go against this. Wet your shit up like a sloppy tongue kiss. Wait, you don't know what you talking about without a doubt. We're live niggas, give me your shout. Yo, on the strength, shit niggas check foe. Connect the 4 shots and guess who blew it from next door. Bling. Time after time it gon' shine again. Feeling like a broad getting fucked from behind again. Hey yo, I be the closest thing to the next. Like the pain and suffering of about 1 million deaths. I'm only here to present and bring the impact of the extinction level event. Now sing the song of salvation.
Cut to Mick looking at the aliens flying near the satellites. The most important part of the military operations is established communications, reinforcements, follow on forces.
You're saying E.T. wants to phone home?
Reference.
That would be incredibly bad. If 5 ships can do this, what do you think 50 can do? Or 500? Or 5,000? Or 500,000?
They don't have 500,000 ships. I'm just going to say that right now.
Incredibly descriptive detail.
Cut to the alien. Wait, no. That's Plemons who put on the helmet and started looking at the sun like he's Trump.
He asks Kish for a minute and shows him a picture of a lizard on his phone. This is my pet lizard, sir. Penelope the Third.
Bingo!
And they have the exact same eyes.
You have 15 seconds. Go.
This helmet is basically a pair of Oakleys.
You still got them Oakleys?
Look, man, they can stop bullets, too.
Took Penelope to the beach one time. Terrible idea. Went absolutely crazy. Can't handle the sunlight.
Why would you take a tiny pet lizard to the beach?
I don't think they can handle the sunlight either. Do lizards not go out in the sun?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Just because your pet lizard Penelope the Third isn't used to this shit doesn't mean all lizards aren't.
Maybe they didn't like being at the fucking beach.
But we've got their kryptonite, guys. The sun.
Newscast position.
Sunlight from the Congo, I mean.
There's more Coke Zero billboards everywhere, by the way.
Obama's talking about the situation in Hawaii for future sport. Sirens in cities, footage of Hong Kong, riots happening, martial law, blah, blah, blah.
The law.
Ally McBeal demands to an honest admiral that they need to scramble the jets and get into the dome.
Scramble the jets, Admiral. We need to get in there.
I'm far more aware than you of the need to get inside there. But wasting lives will not help. Want me to send up another plane? I'll do it the second you come on up here and put your ass in the co-pilot seat, sir.
Hangs up hard.
Ass off, honest admiral.
He's very ass off here. But I love how he finished it with the sir. Still respectful.
Nighttime. Back on the mountain. Aliens flying around the satellites. We find out they have to wait until 8:43 a.m. for Landsat 7 to be back in position for the aliens to send the signal.
It's about 5 hours from now.
Now Hopper, Nagata, and others are trying to figure out what they can do. We can't see them. They can't see us either.
Wow.
No way to hit them from a safe distance.
That's so weird. Wait, is this like Battleship?
I mean, guys.
Yes, shout out to them force feeding this in there.
Hey, no. Fuck you. You know what? I know you guys are going to phobe this movie. Fuck you. This is actually a smart way of tying in the board game. I'm here for it. I think this is clever.
Why can't they see them or they see us? When was that established?
Because the shield scrambles all the radar.
Okay, so why can't they see them?
Because apparently if you get more than 100 feet away from these alien ships, their targeting turns off.
So the aliens who can't see during the night and can't see during the day either. Got it. None of this shit makes sense.
A way of seeing them without seeing them. You're going to reference Art of War right now, aren't you?
Racist.
Oh, problematic.
What are we supposed to do?
He's a problem.
Fight the enemy where they aren't? Move like water?
Racist.
Because I've read that thing like 6 times and it still makes no sense.
Super, super racist.
That book is Chinese. It still makes no sense.
My way is much more simple. We've been doing it in America for 20 years, and I wrote...
Supercharge that.
I know.
Supercharge
I
that,
know.
please.
I'm just moving with the same flow of the movie. I know it's not Japanese.
Okay. All right, Amin. Let's watch Birth of a Nation and see if it's okay for us to move with the flow of the movie, all right? See how you feel about that one.
Didn't you want to watch that movie?
No.
You requested to watch that movie. Yes, you did.
I didn't request to watch the movie. Watched it on my own.
Clip it, Maze.
Well, I mean, I'm a lover of cinema, so I'll watch many things. I don't know if I would watch that, though.
Birth of a Nation?
Never seen it.
Know that one.
Know of it. Never seen it.
We should do a month that's Marcy X, Bringing Down the House, and Malibu's Most Wanted.
That is not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say we should do Birth of a Nation, and that's going to be it's going to be a tough one to laugh through.
You know what? You guys want to separate yourselves from How Did I Get Made? This is how you do it.
Well, no. How Did I Get Made is where I asked my parents when they had sex. How Did This Get Made is a movie podcast. Does Birth of a Nation qualify?
What is it on Rotten Tomatoes? That's a great question. I don't know. What's the Tony Medley review for Birth of a Nation?
Well, the 2016 version is 73 and 71%.
Birth of a Nation, 93%.
What? 93? What? Is that allowed?
Even the audience, 55%.
55. Even an audience score.
3 hours and 10 minutes left.
What? Okay. I kind of wish it qualified then. If we can get our audience to vote it down to 40%, we will do Birth of a Nation, I promise you. November 29th, 2012. Someone tweets, if he really wants to punish Pop, he should force him to watch Battleship 5 times in a row. I retweeted and said, I enjoyed it. And I tagged Cooper Moorhead. I don't know why I did.
Here comes a whole lot of jargon and exposition. Water displacement, tsunami buoys. They're around the islands transmitting displacement data. Packed into their transmissions form a grid. Can't track anything without radar. Don't need radar, just frequencies. They turn off radar, display NOAA data. The buoy gets hit by a wave. It transmits a signal. You pull up a massive grid of buoys for the chart plot. Wow.
This is clever. I don't care what you guys say. This is a clever way to tie in the board game.
Now they can track without radar.
Hopper likes it.
You dirty, cheating, sneaky. Rough world. I like it, Captain.
He gives Nagata the captain's chair. Riri gives him a look. He says his brother would have done the same.
He gives the captain's chair only after 7 or 8 instructions that he's translating, even though the guy clearly speaks English. Flip on the thing. Flip on the thing. What are we doing here? And every time he does,
chain of command, I mean,
the other soldiers are rolling their eyes like, you're really listening to this guy? And I said, good to know, even when human extinction is at stake, white folks can still be racist.
Oh, yeah.
That's the most realistic part of this movie.
Of course we can. February 28th, 2013. Battleship is quickly becoming a great background movie while I write. I'm not ashamed of this.
How many times have you seen this movie, Zach? 7?
Probably more.
50? 500? 500,000?
I would say probably in the 10 range, somewhere around there, give or take.
10 times. Good Lord.
A note that I made on March 4th, 2013 that I didn't bring up here. The aliens at the beginning of Green Lantern look a lot like the aliens from Battleship.
Future Cinephobe.
Ryan Reynolds month.
Maybe Space Month.
Ooh.
Aliens buzz by them again. Brooklyn wants to contact Hopper. She explains to Cal who that is. He says it's a pulse blocking the signals, not a brick wall with this force field. There's gaps.
Jargon exposition.
If he can get to his jargon equipment, they could jargon a frequency to broadcast it.
Decker cuts off his long-winded science exposition. Brass tacks. Mick says he needs to get the equipment from the nest of aliens.
You're gonna go get it. Back to the Battleship. They're looking for patterns of water displacement. They find a buoy underwater. It's the alien ship hopping through. Hopper gets Riri on their gun.
How did they figure out that that was the right buoy, Zach? Was it because it was glowing red?
It's glowing red, exactly. Nagata calls out Echo 1-1.
Oh, military alphabet.
When they fire, the aliens will know their position. They fire. Flemons tracks it. They miss the ship, and now they can see it moving towards them on the grid. Back to the mountain.
Khalid, all I can eat.
Cal doesn't have the courage to do this. Mick says, acquire the courage or I'm going to break my steel leg off in your ass.
Tension?
You feel me?
He repeats acquiring courage and sneaks down to the alien's nest. He's in there looking around. Aliens are moving equipment to the ground. Cal grabs a case and the alien is standing right there looking at him. He's shaking in his boots.
Clawhand comes up, touches his device, then lets him go.
Why?
He runs out into the woods.
Back to the ship. They fire at Foxtrot 2-4.
Love a military alphabet.
Negative. Stupid nincompoop idea.
Now there's another Transformer plane closing in on them. The planes launch shit into the air, and Kitch has the ship reverse engines.
They avoid one batch. They shoot up the other batch. India 3-7. Romeo 2-6.
So they were just legit missing?
Yeah.
It wasn't like the aliens were scrambling or anything like that?
No, they just because they don't know the timing yet. The ships are moving through, so like, oh, we think it's going here, so fire now?
Got it.
They're shooting blind, I mean. You ever play Battleship?
They didn't lead their targets at all either.
No.
They waited till it got to the target, and then they shot, and then it gets closer. So they're shooting at two planes at once.
They tell Nagata multiple times, ready to fire, and he finally says fire, and both are hits.
It's a hit. We won Battleship.
Mick's call for help comes through. Hopper answers the call, and Brooklyn immediately gets on the radio, snatches it from him. She tells him aliens are trying to send a signal, and he has to destroy the facility within 4 hours.
This is the part that I blanked on.
More pings in the water. They all need to leave. You ready to kill another one? Tango 19. It alters course to Whiskey 25.
Cash 47.
It's jumping all over the place. They can't predict the pattern. It's right on the side now. It's very close. Hopper asks when sunrise is. 40 minutes away in the Congo.
This sucker's really jumping around. Very intelligent.
Let's take these bastards somewhere they don't want to go. Full steam ahead.
Here comes some Hawaii geography exposition that I don't understand.
Taking them towards the islands. It'll take a miracle for them to stay off the reef with this brutal current. Clemens can pull it off all of a sudden. He's closing on them. They're at the coast/reef. The sun's almost up. And Hopper and Nagata are at the bow of the ship.
With sniper rifles?
Yeah, 50 caliber sniper rifles. This is some Call of Duty shit.
We get some Nagata's position. You learned to shoot in summer camp.
It takes Hopper about 9 times of saying summer campu.
9 times.
Before you realize you just cut off that U at the end and it's summer camp. Champion when he was 12. Are you kidding me? It lands right in front of them and arms its weapons. The sun reflects off the windows and they start firing into the bridge or the cockpit or whatever it is, and it shatters the Oakleys. Not my Oakleys.
So the bridge isn't bulletproof?
Nope.
Well, a 50 cal sniper rifle is pretty fucking heavy duty.
They were shooting fucking boat anti-aircraft guns at it before.
No.
Yes.
I mean, they didn't catch it. They didn't hit it. Rihanna's a bad shot. I don't know what to tell you.
Light them up. They shoot everything they've got. Guns, missiles, torpedoes. We get a close-up of an alien eye dilating, and they blow the shit out of the last Transformer plane.
One sailor does a suck it motion.
Yeah, in slow motion.
Now they're 3 miles away from the shack that they need to blow up, and there come the yo-yos.
Boom, by the way. You missed the Rihanna boom line.
Hopper says clear the bridge. They land and start tearing through the ship. Lemons just watches it bust through a door before he decides to run. He gets trapped at another door. Rihanna pulls him out of the way. Bingo. This ship is fucked. Sailors jumping into the water. For some reason, Nagata and Hopper, almost as if it's a Call of Duty cutscene, start climbing up as high as they can off the back end of the boat.
This scene was kind of crazy. It was a heavily CGI tracking shot. I think this was all multiple sets, but it goes from them on the boat down to the lifeboats. We get Rihanna coming up out of the water.
Yeah.
Then it goes back onto the boat. They're now climbing up it at like a 50-degree angle, but it's fine. And then they get to the top. They look down. There's the huge propellers that one of them breaks off.
The yo-yo busts through as they jump out. How could they possibly survive this? This does not seem feasible.
It cut the whole destroyer in half.
Yeah.
This was a weird Titanic reference.
Brooklyn sees that the ship was destroyed. Nick sees lifeboats. Satellite is 3 hours from uplink. What if they miss it?
My uplink never misses.
How are your driving skills?
They're horrible.
Not your driving. Sam, how are your driving skills?
Good.
Let's see if we can't buy the world another day. Who talks like that?
This is the part where I just called him Zion. I didn't have any puns. I just said Zion.
Cal refuses to get in. Then they start to drive off. He grabs the case from them.
Yeah, it's a fake out. You think that he's reconsidering and joining them, but no, he just wants his briefcase back.
Aliens are putting together this equipment. Things are lighting up. Satellites close. Shots of lifeboats coming in. Melancholy music. Rihanna is wet. Plemons is wet.
Zach is wet too.
Hopper tells him it doesn't end like this.
Not like this. Not like this.
Nagata asks Hopper what he wants them to do. We have no ships left. We have one. He sees the Missouri.
The Mighty Mo!
We've got a battleship.
He said it! He said it!
Are you crazy? That's a museum.
Not today.
Lynch gives us some Missouri breakdowns position. 70-year-old ship. Firing systems are all analog. Engines haven't been started in a decade, which would be fine, but there's steam, which I have no idea how to fire up. Or you just light a fire. I mean, that seems pretty easy.
Even if he had a manual and knew what he was doing, they don't have enough crew.
I don't know what you're thinking, sir. Hopper is looking at the old veteran standing all over in a slow motion. Thank you for your service walk. I got chills, boys.
I said, these old dudes just live on the ship? How the hell did he track them down?
You're my boy, Blue.
They're museum workers now.
Are they?
It's RIMPAC, Amin.
So the slow motion walk is fucking sick. But then when it goes to a regular motion walk, it's not as cool. I'll admit, not as cool. Still thank you for your service, but not as cool.
Hopper says, yeah, we're okay. We're fine. You men have given so much to your country. No one has a right to ask any more of you. But I'm asking.
What do you need, son?
First order of business. We got to get rid of the Japanese man, right? That actually, the original version of the joke, I was like, I mean, too far.
Oh, no. Wait, I need the original version.
Can't do it. Can't even supercharge it.
Coward.
Coward indeed.
All right, first order of business. Get rid of it.
Oh, my God. Supercharged.
Just cut it. Honestly, just cut it. Don't even put it in there.
Chop.
It's not that hard.
I need to borrow your boat.
Thunderstruck repeat offender.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
We got a montage, boys. Lynch breaks a souvenir machine for no reason at all.
Why does he do that?
It's in the way of the door. They need to get in behind the door.
Bullshit.
Lights are on in the inside. Old man fiddling with switches.
What the hell are you gonna stand there staring at me? Get your goddamn eye on that spotter.
Eye on spotter, sir.
Been working on a destroyer, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to play with the big boys?
Oh, yes, sir.
Come on, we need the help.
Awesome.
I don't feel like they would just outright accept her.
Oh, that's my note. Been working on destroyer? Ready to play with the big boys? Just kidding. Shut your nigger bitch ass up.
Oh!
Look, man, they're from a different time.
Well, guy lights the steam engine, purrs like a kitten.
Yeah.
They're cutting through chains with fire. All engines ahead flank. I don't know what that means. Hopper's walking through, checking on everybody. We're in the open water. Torpedoes are loaded. One veteran says, "Sir, are we really firing on Oahu?"
Sure looks that way.
Holy shit! Thank you for your service, ass off. Oahu in firing range in a few minutes.
Oh, brother, is somebody gonna kiss the donkey?
Wasn't that great white hype?
Clip it, Maze.
Kiss the donkey, son! Kiss the mule! I'm gonna make him kiss the donkey, ref!
They see the Luxor light from the ocean. It's in a different position than before. It's raising up into the sky. And it's a big fucking ship this time. Plemons can't believe it. Watcher Vision deems it a threat. A fuckload of peg bombs get ready. Hopper sees it happening. He looks confused. He smiles at Nagata and says, "Art of War." What? Tells Rihanna all weapons at 210. He's aware it's the wrong direction. Guns point to the side of the shore. Hopper orders a hard left rudder. Big ship is trying to pivot to track them. It's struggling. Hopper says to drop port anchor. Peg bombs fire. They drop the anchor. Nagata says we're gonna die.
We are gonna die. You're gonna die. I'm gonna die. Bombs flipping, chain rattling. We're all gonna die. Just not today. The anchor swings them back around, dodging the bombs, aimed perfectly at the ship.
This battleship fucking Oahu drifts from the anchor, and the old man says,
Let's drop some lead on those motherfuckers.
Boom, fire.
All right, so a lot of things going on here. Number one, if the whole move was just drop anchor and then make a right turn as a result, couldn't they have done that with their regular ships? Why'd they need to do this?
I mean, they didn't know at the time. They're learning in real time.
He just figured out the art of war.
This is RIMPAC.
Number two, earlier in the movie, they talk about battleships. The reason why they were used was because they just take punches, right?
Floating punching bag.
So I thought surely this thing could take a hit. Not that it would be nimble and maneuver in a way that the newer boats couldn't.
They do in a second.
No, but it can't take alien technology.
I'm glad that you mentioned alien tech. All of a sudden, these peg bombs are not heat-seeking. They just miss very easily like that?
They've never been heat-seeking.
Whatever.
Way to make a stand.
9 to 5, asshole. Boom.
Name 2.
All right. They light up the alien ship with their cannons. They reload, release the anchor. They speed up again. Peg bombs hit, blow up a couple of the main cannons.
Ain't gonna sink this. He said it. No way.
Some veterans clearly died here, right?
Oh, yeah.
They can't move, man. Come on.
They're starting to light up the alien ship again.
You called it slow motion walking. That was just them walking.
Everything you got. They blast the Luxor lights. The dome is down, and an honest admiral orders every plane on this ship in the air now. Why is he on the deck?
He's been sitting around doing nothing all movie, but he's ready to go instantly.
In true Cinephobe fashion, he shot all of his scenes in one day, right?
100%. Yeah. He says, you got 9 hours of sunlight. Use it. Nagata can't believe it worked. Yeah.
Art of war. Fight the enemy where they aren't. After all these years, it finally just clicked.
But that's not what it means.
Really?
Not even close.
Satellite starts glowing green. They're powering up the message. 3 satellites shoot the beam, and here comes Decker in a Jeep flying over the ridge.
Here comes Helen Hunt crashing into some equipment.
And crashing right into a box.
Then her legs stuck. The alien's stalking the Jeep. Mick says he's got this. What? He gets out of the Jeep with his army shirt on.
You'll be happy to know that this is the last one I had was DeAndre Ayton. That's the last one I had.
Kitch has 1 round of high explosives back, aft, left, and they need to move that piece of ammo to a different turret 500 feet away, and it weighs over 1,000 pounds. How do you expect us to get it there?
Cut to them carrying it down a hallway as a group.
Mick walks right up to the alien. The alien looks down at his legs.
What the fuck is happening?
Is that what the alien's thinking?
He's scanning. He's like, not a threat.
He bull rushes this thing. It grabs his fist when he tries to punch it. He pulls the helmet off. It's exposed to the light. It can't see him, and he's unloading on this thing's chin. I know what I said.
And I looked at the alien, and I said, this alien definitely voted for Trump, right?
Oh.
Bald head, goatee, no mustache.
The alien looks just like the new Ninja Turtles from the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movies.
You don't say. He knocks its teeth out in slow motion.
Why does this thing have molars?
Surprisingly very human-like, these aliens.
And the alien sweeps the leg.
It attaches a blade to its hand. It's stumbling towards Mick. It misses him twice, stabbing the ground. It goes for a 3rd time.
Because he's day blind.
And Cal comes through, hitting the alien with the case.
He came back. Yay!
Mick grabs the alien. Hopper tells Riri to get to the trigger for the gun.
Get to the Jabba.
Mick chokes out the alien. Cal frees Brooklyn.
Somehow none of the other aliens have noticed as they're desperately trying to reconnect the equipment.
They rotate the turret to the mountain. Hopper says, you better not be up there. She is, buddy.
She's still there.
She is up there. They're about to fire. The main alien ship is trying to put together yo-yos. Hopper tells Nagata it was an honor serving with them. Honor was mine, says Nagata. They fire the final round toward the cliff. Yo-yos fire at the ship. The satellite is blown up on the mountainside. Do we know that they got away from there?
We don't.
Yo-yos approach the battleship. They explode before they get there. Why? Top Gun Maverick flies in.
The Iceman shoots him out of the sky.
Fighter jets fire on the alien ship.
Satellites all explode. Even more explosions. They blow up the main ship. All the old men and remaining Navy folks celebrate. And the boat sails towards the sunset.
Now we've got a ceremony. Liam speaks.
He's honoring the men and women who demonstrated exceptional gallantry in the face of overwhelming enemy force. Valor and courage were exhibited by so many that I cannot honor them all.
I wrote, well, you could, but that's a lot of paperwork you don't want to do.
I only have so many medals to give out. So let's give them to the people who deserve a special note.
Mick Canales. So he's alive. So are Cal and Brooklyn.
They give the Navy Cross to the dead man. Stone Hopper.
The President of the United States takes great pleasure in presenting the Navy Cross, so the President is not there.
Except as Liam.
They couldn't get Brock on short notice.
Kitch is about to walk away, and Liam tells him to stand fast and gives him a silver star, and Rihanna is wearing a weird fucking hat.
And he says gallantry again. He loves gallantry.
He loves gallantry.
Loves gallantry. He's an honest gallant.
He whispers to him he looks forward to seeing him at sea on a ship of his own command.
Isn't it kind of creepy that the picture of Stone they have is like taken from the day he died?
Yes. That dumb look on his face.
And also the RIMPAC lei around his neck.
Now everybody's taking pictures with Nagata.
Soundtrack exposition, The Funeral by Band of Horses starts playing.
Brooklyn breaks it all up. They kiss. He says he's a lucky guy. buddy, your brother just died? You're not a lucky guy. Like, he just died like a day ago.
Yesterday. He died yesterday.
Who is this dude talking to Kitch? You ready to get out to Coronado and get your hands dirty with the big boys?
I have no idea.
He's ass on, though.
Liam fingers him over. Tells Liam he's in love with Brooklyn. Asks his permission for marriage.
The long-awaited poppy talk.
And Liam says, no. No. You've gone too far.
No.
Thank you, sir. I mean, it's... What?
No.
Sir, I saved the world.
Saving the world is one thing, Hopper. My daughter is quite another.
Yeah, but...
No means no, Hopper. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm late for lunch. I think I'll have a chicken burrito.
Call back.
Because his daughter's a chicken burrito.
Liam turns around, smiles, says they'll discuss his terms of surrender over a meal.
Chicken burrito meal?
She told you about that, huh?
Fortunate Son starts playing. Decker gives a thumbs up.
So, did you guys watch the post-credit scene?
I did.
Yeah, where Liam Neeson gave Nick Fury a silver star. I saw that one.
Wait, Maze, did you watch the post-credit scene?
Wait, what?
There's an actual one.
There's an actual...
Yeah.
Huh?
There really is, Maze. These people, the audacity, they had the nerve to set up a cliffhanger for a sequel.
We're in the Northern Highlands of Scotland. Some Scottish boys talking about not being able to get Beyonce.
You got nothing on Jay-Z. I said, what is happening here? And they're school children, so I said, you've really grown into your cock. They find this object.
A giant stone, right?
And we get this silly, upbeat, I guess, bagpipe Scottish Highland music?
Yeah.
They're smacking it with sticks. Then a mechanic shows up, I guess.
Yes.
They call him, or did he live there? I'm not sure.
No, he's the local pedophile.
You look inside and we either see an alien hand or maybe it's Nick Fury's. And why didn't we get a sequel? It's my last note.
Trivia. Jeremy Renner was supposed to be in this movie, but he turned it down to be in another movie that he also ended up dropping out of.
The Master.
2 other women auditioned for the role of Sam. And I said, how fucking terrible were their auditions?
That's a great question. Who was it? Does it say who?
Yeah, Teresa Palmer and
Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. So, 2 models.
They could just go get an actress?
Teresa Palmer is more of an actor, but Rosie Huntington-Whiteley is definitely just like a Victoria's Secret supermodel.
She's in Mad Max Fury Road.
They went the Michael Bay model.
Literally.
She's also in Transformers Dark of the Moon.
There you go. The convenience store break-in at the beginning is a parody of a security video posted on YouTube, which went viral, of an actual liquor store break-in. Like the film, the robber climbed from the back of the store and fell down to the same spots from the ceiling twice. Both have the same camera angles and details, such as the foam and ceiling pieces falling down.
Incredibly descriptive details.
Hopper's order to drop the port anchor in order to rapidly swing the ship around to the opposite direction is a real-life maneuver known as club hauling.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Road twitching.
Realism.
It's very risky, but it allows a ship to re-tack in combat or an emergency. Club hauling was used almost exclusively on sailing ships, which were much lighter and easier to steer.
Yeah, but they didn't have a big-ass anchor like the fucking Missouri did.
Club haul on an Iowa-class battleship would likely cause severe damage and injury.
Oh, fuck off.
I just realized that the peg bombs are supposed to be like the pegs in the game.
Amin, we talked about it.
I fucking said that 2 hours ago.
I feel so dumb.
We've been talking about it the whole time.
When you guys first started talking about pegs, I was busy on the poll, which, by the way, I have an update for you guys.
Don't care.
You were busy on the poll.
We're at 74%, boys.
The inspiration for the design of the alien ships was water bugs. And Industrial Light and Magic gave the alien ships their own nicknames. John, Paul, George, Ringo, and Elvis.
I will pull your goddamn tongue out with the roots. Thank you very much.
May 28th, 2013, 9:47 p.m. Probably should start heading to bed so I can be rest and Battleship is on.
While filming the soccer game, an American and a Japanese warship each pulled into a dock near the field. The crews were promptly drafted as extras. They're standing on the bows of their respective ships, cheering and clapping.
December 15th, 2013. Taylor Kitsch getting Brooklyn Decker a chicken burrito at the risk of being arrested in Battleship is what love is all about.
Skarsgård's character telling everyone to stay frosty is a nod to his character Brad Colbert in Generation Kill. Also, R.I.P.D.
April 12th, 2014. HBO is showing Battleship and Pacific Rim back-to-back tonight. At least buy me a drink first, fellas.
Pacific RIMPAC. The footage of Barack Obama saying, "We are bringing all available resources to bear," was taken from a press conference in March 2011 about operations in the aftermath of the Tohoku, Japan earthquake and tsunami.
December 11th, 2015. Sam Dolson. Sitting here, too confused by the wolves to go to bed. Paging Talk Hoops. I need a bad but good movie for distraction. I quote tweeted, Battleship.
Peter Berg felt that the film was a natural fit for him as his father was a naval historian. Hopper's calling upon the retired veterans to help crew the Missouri is inspired by actual historical events. When the Iowa-class battleships were reactivated in the 1980s, the Navy had to recall veterans who had served on the ships during World War II in Korea, so they could teach the new crews how to operate the guns, fire control systems, and other 1940s-era technology.
January 14th, 2017. Mitch Hill. Talk Hoops, Battleship is on FX. Best movie of all time or greatest movie of all time? I quote tweeted, yes.
I hate you, man. I give you credit, Zach, that a lot of the dumb shit that people do on Twitter was probably pioneered by you 10 years ago.
The fuck does that mean?
Fuck you, man. Fuck you and your yes, huh?
This movie was nominated for 6 Razzies, with the only win being Rihanna beating out Brooklyn Decker for Worst Supporting Actress.
No, that's racism.
Stacked.
She was so much better than Brooklyn Decker.
She was.
In an interview with GQ, Pete Berg talked about why he cast Rihanna. The idea to cast Rihanna came from me. I'm a fan of Rihanna, like every man. She's just gorgeous.
Well,
her videos are super hot, and I'd watch them a lot.
Misogyny.
It clicked for me, though, after she got assaulted, and she went on Diane Sawyer's show and talked very frankly about that night and what happened. She was so intelligent and articulate.
Racist.
She was sat there in a very conservative dress and just came across as very, very real.
What?
I remember thinking, wow, there's much more to this woman than I thought.
Sir, you are on TV.
I then saw her do this stupid little skit on Saturday Night Live where she was in a classroom giving a hard time to these boys. She was funny as all hell.
Okay, I'll take it from here. Okay, we like fire and ice, taking over the whole world. From the mountain tops down to the boys and girls. Get them shine right there. No, move the mic away from your face. Come on, this beat costs a lot of money. Oh no, he pissed himself. He pissed himself. Oh boy, should've just paid Kanye. Goodbye, Shy Ronnie. Bye bye.
I knew in that moment that the girl could act. No question.
Yeah.
That's in GQ.
You guys called me problematic. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, you are. That doesn't absolve you of anything.
Didn't let you off the hook.
An hour and a half ago, you said confirmed. How many cheeks? 0.
One more piece of trivia, unless you guys are saving me.
No.
That Mick Canales is actually a veteran.
Yes.
Was actually double amputee.
You don't say.
I thought he was just a bad actor with green screen legs.
No.
Obviously, I would have made those jokes if I had known he was a veteran. Maybe I would have. I don't know.
What jokes? We supercharged them all?
Did we?
I hope so.
Some of them were really good.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on. Dion Waiters is really good, man. Quam Eat Brown.
Maze, can you call Roy and just tell him to be ready to stand in?
Just have Roy, but don't acknowledge anything. Just like when they recast people on TV shows, like on Viv.
Yeah, he's just the new on Viv. Boys, we got a Tony Medley review.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Now, this is a movie. After suffering through the Avengers, I had despaired the future of the aliens invade Earth genre. It seemed as if story and character development had been sacrificed for special effects. Not so here.
What?
Based on Hasbro's video game of the same name, from a very good script by John Hober and Eric Hober, Peter Berg directs Taylor Kitsch, who plays a ne'er-do-well naval lieutenant, Alex Hopper, who is assigned to the USS John Paul Jones as a junior officer who is participating in some war games Alas, an experiment headed by Cal Zapata, a scientist who mans the International Satellite Station in Hawaii that searches the skies for signs of life to contact an Earth-like planet, goes awry when Earth is suddenly attacked and all hell breaks loose. Not loose, lose. Like Avengers, this is a no-holds-barred fight to the finish against enormous odds. Also, unlike Avengers, this is relatively believable. It contains real people as characters involved in real emotion. Alex is in love with Sam Shane, who is the daughter of the commander of the Pacific Fleet, Admiral Shane.
Shane!
They all get caught up in this cataclysmic battle. The special effects are the best I've ever seen. The only downside is that the film falls into Hollywood's pit in portraying civilizations far more advanced than we as ugly monsters. One would think that with Star Wars as the model, aliens could be portrayed as brilliant foes, not machine-clad automations, but these guys look like refugees built from discarded auto parts.
Auto parts roll out.
Another jarring aspect is when the film flashes to Obama making a speech about the battle. Most films have fictional presidents when telling their fictional stories. Given the strong negative feelings this president inspires in many people, Universal would have been better advised to keep this non-political. Lots of people won't like having to be reminded that Obama is the president in a movie that they're watching to escape what's going on in the country. But then again, one must remember this is an NBC/Universal film, and one need not view Matt Lauer or Brian Williams very often to know NBC's political bias. Counterbalancing that is the film shows the Navy in a terrific light. But those are very minor criticisms, which is, after all, why I get the big bucks to write this stuff. This is a terrific movie, the kind everyone can see, even children. The tension mounts as the movie progresses and Berg keeps the pace boiling. The brilliance of it is that, as preposterous as it is, it's believable enough that one can empathize with the humans battling these aliens, which is another thing that sets us apart from the Avengers. A heartwarming part of the film is the appearance of U.S. Army Colonel Gregory D. Gadsden, a battalion leader who lost his legs in Iraq in 2007 in his professional acting debut, playing Lieutenant Colonel Mick Canales, an Army combat veteran and W amputee who begins his recovery just as the alien attack begins. He acquits himself admirably. I mean, what do you think he gave this one?
10 out of 10.
Nah, man, it's got Obama in it. 9 out of 10.
For real? Damn, man. I thought for sure I was going to go 11 out of 10.
If it was no Obama, I'm sure it'd been a 30 out of 10.
That is an insane Tony Medley review.
That might be the best one we've had.
We finally found his lane.
Oh, my God.
Not horny enough, though. I thought he was going to get horny on Brooklyn Decker.
No, you're right. I leaned over to ask the girl next to me if she thinks that I could fuck Brooklyn Decker.
If she thinks that getting her a chicken burrito would win her over.
Believable.
Whoa, hold on, man. You following me? You can't do that, Lionel. Look, man, if you don't want me to have a foreman job, I understand, but I need my fucking job, man.
Lewis Pinnock Accent Award. Amin from the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I had the Scottish kids at the end.
I got Skarsgård, man, because he has an accent.
What about Liam?
Skarsgård is worse because clearly him and Taylor Kitsch are supposed to be at least somewhat close in age, and he just has like a Swedish accent.
I'm with that. It's either going to be you, whatever Rihanna's doing, the Scottish kids, or Skarsgård. So I'm with that.
I'm good with either Amin or Skarsgård. Whatever you think.
Let's show them who the horsemen are, guys.
Yeah, we got soul.
Five horsemen. Shit tons of exposition.
Lots of jargon.
Explosions all over the place.
Poppy talk.
Kind of the crux of the movie is hinging on a piece of poppy talk. I think this is a propaganda movie, man.
No, boys, I am sorry, but that is not it. It's one you haven't mentioned.
What's that?
TYFYS.
That's a specific kind of propaganda.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, I like that. It makes it sound nicer.
Yeah.
Than propaganda.
The military propaganda.
Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Ass on, ass off.
Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex.
Ass on, fucking ass off. Ass on. Fucking ass off.
Michael Biehn Memorial Ass On Award. Taylor Kitsch. Rihanna. Brooklyn Decker.
Chicken burrito.
Maybe.
The guy that Tony Medley thought acquiesced admirably. And then the guy who comes in and yells,
Hopper! There's a helo headed for the Samson. Make sure your ass is on it.
Why?
I don't know why. Just make sure you're on it.
Because he says ass on?
Because he says ass on.
I'd throw Skarsgård in there for that dumb look he had on his face.
The cop who rolls up on Zion and Chicken Burrito. No, I'm going Chicken Burrito, man. She was awful.
Yeah, of course you are. I say Skarsgård. I think he was terrible.
Skarsgård was good.
I like when Skarsgård was yelling.
This is my life.
It's my job.
I'm in the Navy.
My exposition.
I wish I could call someone to bring you some humility. That doesn't exist. You guys are bugging, man. He was fucking terrible in this.
No, man. It's got to be Chicken Burrito.
I hated that plot line for sure. All right, fine. Brooklyn Decker's Chicken Burrito.
Oh, I didn't pick it. That's you two misogynist. I went xenophobic with Skarsgård.
Ass off.
Ass off was a weak field.
Oh, not weak at all.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude. This was not a well-acted movie at all. I had Jesse Plemons up there. I had Hamish Linklater up there. And I had Liam Neeson's up there.
Yes. The honest admiral.
The honest admiral is an honest ass off.
Yeah, he was ass off every scene.
All 7 minutes of screen time and 4 speeches he gave.
Whatever. He fucking nailed it.
The line that got him was, I'm far more aware of the need to get inside there, but wasting lives will not help. Want me to send up another plane? I'll do it in a second if you come up here and put your ass in the co-pilot seat. Sir!
And then hangs up.
Old school 20th century bitch hang up too.
You're good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
Because I've got a present for you. Secret present outside by the dumpster.
Is it a baseball mitt?
It fits you like a baseball mitt, like a glove. I hope.
Golden Dumpster nominees: The Convenience Store Heist, Bagging Brooklyn Decker with a Microwave Chicken Burrito, Kitsch getting kicked in the face during the soccer game.
I'm going to punt it to you.
The Spike Yo-Yos. You're saying E.T. wants to phone home? That would be incredibly, incredibly bad. And my pick, all the old vets coming to the rescue.
Yeah, I kind of covered that, and thank you for your service.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
You know what? My golden dumpster is going to be them working the board game into this with the grid. I thought it was clever. I think it's a good little twist to the movie to make sure we tie everything in. I'm going with the grid. Water displacement.
Grid of death?
Yes.
Given that I'm not sure that all of my NBA puns found their way into the podcast.
None of them made it in.
I'm going to go with my very early, rarely is the first thing that shows up as a nominee end up being the actual pick that I have, other than Taxi. But my man in the bar saying sorry, shutting the microwave and saying kitchen's closed. I legitimately laughed.
Maze, you got the old man?
Yep.
That's a change for you.
Well, Zach, you picked it, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I like that.
Yo, well done, Zach. Rare do you really legitimately make me laugh.
Thanks.
I often fake that shit, but like that one was a legit like, oh shit.
Guys, the evidence is there that since
2012?
Since I said I enjoyed it and tagged Cooper Moorhead for some reason on November 29th, 2012, I have a long history of enjoying this movie. I'm not saying it's good, but I think it's fun. I don't even think it feels like 2 hours and 10 minutes. I think it's actually pretty well paced, considering how long it takes a little while to get into it. We probably didn't need the soccer game, but we did have to show him as a hothead. This is a file for me, boys. I enjoyed this movie. I would watch it again tonight. I just think it's fun.
Wouldn't it have been better served having them be at a bar like the night before the RIMPAC stuff happens?
100%.
And then he gets in a fight in the bar because, and he's a hothead. Like, doesn't that make more sense?
Yes, because he already has this history of being in that bar. It could be the same bar. That would make more sense. But that's really the only hole in the movie that I've got. File me.
Yeah? That's all you got?
Yeah.
Maze?
Well, there's a few more holes, like, what the fuck is up with these aliens, man? What are they doing? What is their plan? They come crashing into Earth to make a phone call to call more people to come to Earth. They're not really that interested in taking people out.
They're polite.
Unless they get close enough. They're allergic to the sun, which is a pretty glaring weakness in the universe.
Well, they can't see. I wouldn't say they're allergic.
The acting, I did not find good at all. You guys are pumping up Liam Neeson here. He's in 5 minutes of a 2-hour movie. They just poured more money on it and lit it on fire. They just cast hot people because
oh no, hot people and fun action. What a terrible combination.
Because Pete Berg like watching Rihanna videos.
No, that's uncomfortable.
I can't believe that Tony Medley thought there was a story and character development. There was neither of those things. This is a phobe, man.
What?
I mean,
well, I could give a very long, winding answer that mimics that Key and Peele speech where there's positives and negatives going back and forth. But you guys knew what the deal was when there's a 2-hour plus runtime.
No, fuck. Have an attention span for once.
I tried.
Are you kidding me? Have you listened to this episode, Zach?
This movie's terrible.
This episode was entirely supercharges and Amin talking about his Ring camera app.
And
posting a Twitter poll that took 25 minutes.
I've got an update for you. 700 votes in.
Phobe or file, Amin?
He phobed it.
Yeah, it's a phobe. No, it's a boring movie, Zach.
It's not a boring movie. You liked it.
Terrible,
you just want to do the thing where I'm the only one that likes it and all that shit.
No. I'm not doing anything. Zach, pick a movie that's not fucking awful.
You're mad that you couldn't make fun of an amputee veteran. That's what you're mad at.
Oh, I think I proved that I can make fun of an amputee veteran.
Make sure you tweet us your Lewis Pinnock Award, your phobe or file, your golden dumpster, your ass on ass off, your 5 horsemen at Talk Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Corn Puzzle, and at Lebitard Show.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.
All right, I've made a pick. Amin's made a pick. Maze, what's next?
I deliberated on this one for quite some time. I was a little surprised to find that there are fewer space movies that qualify than I might have thought. So I am in uncharted space here. I haven't seen any of these movies that I'm considering picking. So I'm going to go with the 1991 sci-fi. That can't be right. That's a weird genre.
So much sci-fi. It's got to say it twice.
It's starring a bunch of newcomers to Cinephobe, including one who is from the hills of Hollywood all the way down to the Ring. That's right. Hulk Hogan in Suburban Commando.
Oh, yeah. I saw this in the theater.
Are there aliens in that movie?
It's Space Month, Amin.
But also, he's an alien.
He comes from space. He's an interstellar warrior.
Let me just say right now, the only reason I did Space/Alien Month was because I thought one of you guys was going to do Moonfall, so I wanted to keep it open. And so what you've both done is just picked alien movies, so it could have been alien movies from the beginning.
Well, that's great and all, Amin, but they're aliens in Moonfall.
Let's just call it Alien Month.
Okay, yeah, that's good. We just finished our second episode. Let's change the category. I like that. See you next week on Alien Month
/Space Month.
Roddy motherfucker, and I'm back from the dead. Brain formed with the murder, so I shot my own leg. Don't get the name twisted, cause I'm crazy as shit. I hung a giant ass noose off my giant ass dick. And you could hang from it, cause you don't wanna see my real gun. Shots to the sky, but your face